Hello and welcome to Celebration D&D Antipodean Installment. I am Dungeon Master Dave Harmon and we are coming to you live from Australia and New Zealand with the crossover event that absolutely nobody asked for, but it is far too late to stop it at this point. It's Dragon Friends and Viva La Dirt League. Hello, everyone.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hey.
This is exciting. I don't think we've ever. If we have played together, I have taken like
no
some
memory
kind
of
of
it.
pill
No memory
of
of it.
Yeah. So why don't we quickly go around and introduce ourselves for the benefit of not only the audience but ourselves. I'm Dave Harmon. I'm Dungeon Mastering. Hing, take it away.
Hello, my name's Michael Hing. I'll be playing an elf warlock character called Friezo. I'm from Dragon Friends, and this morning I spilt a smoothie all over my kitchen, and I'm very grumpy about it. Alex?
Hello, my name is Alex Lee. I'm also with the Dragon Friends, and I play a half-orc barbarian whose name is Filge. Today, I snuck over to my friend's house while he was asleep and ruined his smoothie maker.
Bullshit is what it is. It's absolute bullshit.
Hello, I'm Ben Jenkins. I'll be playing Jobson Lugnut, who is a goblin bard. And this morning, I woke up at 4 a.m. Because my son just wanted to hang out, and it was real nice.
We should point out
Cats in the cradle and the sills.
for any Americans watching, we're coming live across multiple southern time zones. So yeah, it's 9 a.m. in the morning here in Australia. Is it 11 in New Zealand?
Just
It is.
yeah, it is.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, crazy, wild computers. Adam, why don't you introduce yourself?
Hello, my name is Adam King, and I am High Sorcerer Baradoon, the head sorcerer of the Temple of Carlabor within the epic NPC Man universe. And this morning, I have been moving house all day, so I'm tired, and here we are.
Show us this new crib.
Yeah, show us the crib.
Here's the
Let's
new
turn
crib.
this into a 3-hour just tour around the place.
Yeah, I could get in trouble for shifting the camera, so I won't do that. But well, welcome to my crib, guys.
Nice kitchen, man.
Thanks.
Rowan, you want to introduce yourself?
Hello, my name is Rowan. I am from Viva La Dirt League. My character is Bodger the Blacksmith from Epic NPC Man, and I'm excited about playing some D&D.
Woo!
Hell yeah.
Woo!
Nice, man.
I see I'm on screen. My name is Alan. I'm playing Greg the Garlic Farmer. I am an artificer from the world of Epic NPC Man. I just did F45 this morning. I don't know if you didn't know what F45 is.
Oh, stop.
Oh, come on.
It's like CrossFit.
Wow.
And I hate myself
Jeez,
right now.
Alan.
And so I'm better than all of you.
Yeah, you've instantly turned everybody
Yeah,
against you.
you're sticking with it.
Congratulations.
I'm sticking with it, man. My body's
F45, dude.
killing me. My body's
Nice.
killing me. But
I gotta say, I'm genuinely impressed.
you should come along, man. It's like
Sorry,
halfway
fair.
between your house and my house. You should start coming along.
I'm just
we're gonna-
saying, what's
when
the
you-
point of doing F45 if you're not going to do this stream with your shirt off? That's all.
Give me a few months.
Raise a
Give me
good
few
point.
months. This is the plan, though.
So these are the characters from the Dragon Friends podcast and stream, and from Viva La Dirt League's epic NPC Man. We've never seen them together before. For fans of the Dragon Friends, if we got any of them in the chat, shout out. We are going to be. This is one of our one-shot adventures, and it's going to take place after season 1. After Bobby Pancakes has gone to Barovia, and Friezo and Filge are trying to start life again in Waterdeep. And is this going to be the first time that I suppose the epic NPC Men characters have come to Waterdeep?
Oh, will
Yes,
we?
it
Yeah.
will be.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Exciting. All right. Well, in that case, shall we begin? Shall we play some mother flipping D&D?
I really
Let's
don't
do
wanna
it.
break up your
Woo!
momentum. I don't want to break up your momentum.
Okay, well, in that
But,
case, deep. Under the city of Waterdeep, beneath the byways and highways of the city of Splendor, lies the Beggars' Court, a market of information procured and dispensed, illicit goods appropriated and fenced, and kingdom of Janos Mir, power broker, crime lord, and unofficial beggar king of Waterdeep. Now, it is an open secret that Janos' presence is tolerated by the open lord of the city because he's a useful agent, able to get things done that are too distasteful for the city's powerful elite to be involved in. To achieve these ends, he has agents and adventurers he sends up and down the Sword Coast. Anyone who makes a mistake in Waterdeep soon enough ends up owing the beggar king a favor. This deep winter morning, He has pulled in several of those favors, and there are 6 roots around a battered old table in his underground parlor. Filge and Friezo, you have been summoned, and 4 strangers are lounging around the table as well. 2 humans, a goblin, and I believe a half dwarf, half Goliath. Is that
Half
correct?
dwarf, half Goliath. My mother is the Goliath. It was weird.
And why don't we actually just go around quickly and describe, because the dragon friends have never seen these characters, so let's describe these humans and then this goblin that is seated around the table.
Well, Baradoon, of course, is dressed in the purple and gold robes as befitting the high sorcerer of the Temple of Calibor.
Yeah.
Cool
Bodger's-
rides, dude.
Bodger, I don't really ever know what's going on, and that in real life and in character, so it does help. I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm a blacksmith. Who are you?
And the last one is is this artificer armed
Yeah.
with a trowel? Is that right?
Armed with the trowel. I think I've got a little crossbow somewhere as well. But trowel is the primary weapon. Yeah, Greg's very aware he shouldn't be here and should never be summoned to do anything heroic. So he's just confused as Bodger as to what the hell is going on. What's Bodger?
Greg is a low-level POS. In fact, what are you doing here, Greg?
I mean,
I don't know.
What I'm doing,
I don't know.
I'm inclined to agree. Am I looking at you?
You're looking at me right
looking
now.
at Greg?
You're looking at me right now.
Yeah.
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 It's a good job.
All 3 of you have in fact been summoned on behalf of Baradoon, who by means eldritch and ancient and with old history with the Beggar King Baradoon, he has summoned you somehow from other times, spaces, and possibly dimensions, and brought you to perform a task.
You
for him.
need to
Something
stop
that he's
including
had-
us, Baradoon. This is...
I did not give consent.
Sometimes when I do
They're not
interplanar
more...
travel,
There are worthier people than us. Stop dragging us
sometimes
along.
when I do interplanar travel, I just like to take a couple of people with me. What can I say?
Stop it. Stop doing it.
We didn't ask for this.
Hey, anyway, I didn't ask for this. Anyway, continue.
So these
that-
people, like your entourage or something, you seem to be the guy in charge.
No, I'm not sure if you've ever been to the plane of Earth, but there's a show in the plane of Earth called Punked, and I've been binging that recently, and I'm trying out a little bit of Punked of my own.
Ah,
pissing us
prankster,
off.
I see.
Right.
At that moment, the doors bang open, and Janos Mir, Beggar King of Waterdeep, storms in. It seems like he immediately means business. And, all right, everyone, sit down and shut up.
Oh, this guy means business, am I right? It seems like he immediately means business.
He does mean business. Janos, how's crime going, by the way? Is crime going well with you?
It's crime, because I hear it doesn't pay, but look at this bloody nice place. You know what I mean?
This is a nice place.
Something's paying. Got a
Business
side
has
hustle?
never been better, my friend Baradoon. Business has never been better. Jobson, they sent you, did they?
Well, yeah, they sent me because that's who they asked for. Jobson. It's Jobson. Dobson wasn't available. He was doing a big wee. So
Now this is, by the way, this is a goblin that's sitting at the far end of the table that nobody recognizes, who's dressed in a, well, how are you dressed? When you let us know
dressed as
then?
a scoutmaster. He's got a lot of badges. And he's got a little
Scoutmasters wear
neckerchief.
badges, or is that the? Is it kind of
This
like?
one does.
No,
Yeah, I
yeah,
thought-
okay.
I
It feels like as a
So
scout,
you're
you
right.
would collect
You're not-
badges, but it feels
You're
like
not wrong,
if I was
Michael.
in Scouts and I saw a Scoutmaster, I'd be like, "You're trying too hard." You know, you're really
Okay.
trying too hard.
Here's the thing, you're not wrong. It's typically the scouts that do it, but he's wearing the badges that he earned when he was a scout.
Really proud
He
of his
thinks
badges.
he thinks that's inspirational to the scouts.
Does that mean he hasn't grown since he was, say, a 7-year-old boy, and he's wearing the same uniform, or has he unpicked the patches
Yeah, it doesn't
from his
fit
childhood
great,
uniform?
but it fits. It's snug. It's a snug uniform. Is that a problem? for you?
Bursting.
No,
The
no. I
uniform's
just want to know how
snug?
pathetic
The
this
button
character
combat.
is.
In
I really
Combat,
want
this
to.
could,
Really
this
want to
could be an
imagine.
issue. In combat, this could really be an issue.
All right, look, listen up, you miscreants. You all know that Roderick Shore is the open lord of the city, yeah? The big wig.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
All right.
No, I don't know
Okay,
this, but continue.
Yeah, we just got here, so
Well, and that's not true, Filge. I know for a fact that you've been living here for 3 months since that business with the artificers.
No, but you know, me don't keep up with the current affairs of this town. Me been working on myself, actually.
All right, well, read a newspaper. That's all I'm going to say. Friezo Officer, how's the bakery going?
It's good. We just invented a new kind of donut. Traditionally, donuts round. Not this one. We're going for more of a square shape, and the people love it. They're like, "Oh, 4 sides, get it in me," and I'm like, "Hey, that'll be 400 pieces of precious metal," and they pay it, and it's great.
Sorry,
I have heard
donuts.
people wandering around the city saying 4 sides, get it in me, and I was wondering to what that was referring.
Yeah,
But now
that's our entire marketing
it makes a lot of sense.
We're trying to go viral with 4 sides, get it in me.
That sounds baffling and strangely upsetting. Anyway,
I like it. Hey,
They
what can I get
are
those?
delicious.
I would be
That
up
sounds
for a
good.
square-sided donut.
That's 400 pieces of metal, you say? 400 pieces of metal.
Precious metal.
Precious metal.
Can I get
precious
one
metal.
now? Do
400
you have
pieces
any
of
on you?
precious metal.
I have precious metal on me. Can I buy one?
I've got some samples actually, and then Friezo takes out some samples. Now, look, it's like, you know how with a muffin, everyone wants the topping? With a square donut, everybody wants the corners.
Yeah.
Because they'd be real crispy,
There's
right?
4 corners, so we can
into
split who wants some.
4 bits
Who wants some?
and gives them
I have a
to
question.
Filge, Bodger, Baradoon, and Greg.
Yeah, great. I'll try
very
some.
much.
All right, Jobson, did you want one? There's only
guys.
4 corners. I'm so sorry.
You can take some in the middle, though. Like, the taste won't change.
I'm grabbing it. So I've got a whole one to myself.
A corner. We've got a corner. Does it go
a
along with
corner.
coffee? I'm gonna put it in my corner.
And Jobson doesn't want to
How does this go with
rock
garlic?
the
Does
boat.
this-
So he's like, Jobson doesn't want to rock the boat. So he says, "Oh, thanks, guys. Well, I guess I get the whole." And he just mimes eating nothing.
That is very diplomatic of you. Nice.
I think we're going to get on
Janos-
really well, guys. This is going to be good.
Janos, who has met most of these characters, although not, it has to be said, Bodger and Greg, is just sort of with his lips pursed together, is quietly waiting for this entire outburst to finish as Friezo is laying out pastry after pastry, and he goes, "Anyway,
I have a question.
oh my God, what is your question?"
So the outside of the donut is square.
Yeah.
But is
Oh,
the
yeah, the
inside-
hole.
Is the
Yes,
whole
is the whole square?
square?
No, the whole
Right.
no, the hole's a circle. It's a donut. What do you mean?
I mean, that was a crazy question.
So the
Right,
so the
right.
actual
But also, Filge is there. She saw it.
Yeah.
yeah.
So how
the
could you
actual you got to imagine that the hole is like is a circle like that, but then the donut itself is more.
I'm
of a
going to
square
draw it. Hang on.
Yeah, please.
Just
Bodger, could you please, me close my eyes to eat this donut, and
So it's like that.
oh,
Yes. Yes.
Is that it?
I like the
Yes.
donut to whole
Looks like
ratio.
the flag
That's
of
a
Japan.
lot.
Yeah, it was
That's
like
about the right
man.
ratio.
There is a good
That
ratio.
is net.
Technically, that's 5 sides get it in you then, because the circle in the middle is a side. I would argue.
Wrong.
Is that Janos?
Anyway,
So far off track, he's joining.
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Shut up, all of you. So, Roderick Shaw. Now, you may have heard that he has a brother who has recently been sick and has been sent away to a sanatorium for to convalesce. That is not strictly the truth. In fact, Archibald Shaw has been a very bad, very naughty boy. You may have heard of the Sidewind Street killings a few months ago. Not many people know this, but that was Archibald, and there's nothing that his brother, it seems, can do to stop him. Now, we have already found Archibald. That is not your mission today, and to be frank, I was using a, shall we say, less donut-focused team, and it paid dividends. And I've got him in the room right next to me. But somebody needs to escort him to a prison suitable to hold him and far enough away from the city that political blowback is not going to hit the masked lords. Are you with me so far?
I can tell you we are not the team for this job.
Well,
No, you guys totally are the team.
I want Barrett to take me home right now. I'm serious.
This is gonna be great.
First of all, can I just say something? First of all, point one. Me and Greg never agreed to this.
Never agreed to it.
We've kind of been kidnapped. We've kind of been kidnapped.
Wait.
By Barradoon.
Barradoon.
Over there.
Barradoon.
Kind of.
Your favor to me was that you were going to bring with me 2 stalwart beings, the strongest fighters that you knew from your home plane.
You chose us.
And trust me,
I tried
to find the strongest champions.
I'm a garlic farmer.
I was on the toilet when I got teleported away.
Well,
You have a toilet,
I
Bodger?
haven't wiped yet.
Honeymoon?
I haven't actually wiped yet.
So that you would.
What that is.
Yes, you were teleported momentarily ago. So okay, so you're just sitting at the table in a state of undress and dismay.
That's right.
Actually, Bodger,
I'm
I was going to
outraged.
say this whole time, man. Sort yourself out, dude. Just
I'm absolutely outraged.
You smell horrible, Bodger.
Anyway,
get
sorry.
angry at us and
Continue.
pull up your stop pants. Pull up the
Oh.
We
skirt,
saw you eat a donut.
Yeah,
Where are you
I
going?
know,
before he
dude.
sorted himself
That was
out.
awful.
I think that is eating a donut in front of 6 people while sitting on a toilet. It is plumbing a level of despair that I did not know existed.
Anyway, I just want to make that clear. Continue.
We all
Why
knew.
did you
I-
want to make that clear to
we
us
knew.
all? Well, like we were all happy just to kind of pretend that that it hadn't happened. And we were just like, oh, maybe he'll sort himself out and pull his pants up.
He did it.
But you've really drawn attention to this in a way that is could only be humiliating for you, frankly.
It is. I'm absolutely, and I can't believe it. Barradoon.
Bodger, be cool, man. Be cool. I brought you here into another plane. I thought it would be a fun trip for the 3 of us. Be cool.
Give us some warning
wait,
next
oh.
time, Barradoon.
You could just say, hey, by the way, I've been taking you on an adventure. Finish what you're doing. I'll give you 5 minutes. Anyway, well, I'm here now. Let's get on with it.
Can I just say, I don't know if this is relevant, but I went to the toilet beforehand.
Yeah.
So I'm ready to go. The tank is empty. You know what I mean? I won't need to go for a while. So
I like you, Thompson.
He taps a little badge that's got like a toilet and a thumbs up.
Oh, good for you. That's great. Good for you.
yeah, no, it is good for me, and thank you.
Oh, great. All right.
Thank you.
Yeah, I suppose I should introduce you as well. I've sent a group called the Woodland Chorus often do work for me, send me guides and rangers, and they've sent me an expert on Icewind Dale, which is where the prison will be located. Technically, it's run by the Lord's Alliance. It's called Revel's End, and it's a vast holding facility for political prisoners and those too distasteful to be kept in the cities.
Yes. Now I haven't technically, I've not ranged there, but
As he says this, Lugnut is pulling out like a very large map that was obviously designed to be folded into quite a compact square, but he's just crammed it into his bag.
Yeah, but no, I have. If you look at the map here, I have actually ranged this far because we run a high ropes course around here, and so I'm pretty familiar with that area. And then there's some area that I don't know very well, but it's all just mountains and snow. You know, when you've seen one mountain, you've seen them all. So I'm relatively confident that I can sort of navigate around there for us. But also, we can stop off at the high ropes course because it's a great team building exercise, and I don't know any of you. So, you know,
To be
trust
honest,
and all that.
I have tried high ropes before, and it is very good fun.
It's fun, it's challenging, it's in the outdoors, and it's and you learn to say, hey, I trust you to not let me fall to my death. You know?
Who are you
For a
trusting?
moment, Janice's eyes look like he's having a bit of uncertainty about the whole mission, and then he sort of shakes his head, shrugs his shoulders a little, and he puts a key down on the table, and he says, "Look, I'm sure you'll sort it out. You've got maps, you've got supplies, you're apparently the best of the best. This key is for the room next door where you will find your, shall we say, traveling companion, Archibald Shaw. Now, yes, Filge, we have a question."
No, I got the key.
I think
Oh, you've taken the key.
right.
All right, you've already taken the key. Excellent. Actually, that's a good idea, Filge. In fact, and he walks over to a chest and he flips it open and he pulls out a large length of about 20 feet of heavy chain with a big belt harness and two belt harnesses and 2 padlocks. And he throws it down in front of Filge and says, "It might be best actually if you chain yourself up to your traveling companion. He is he's an member excommunicate of a powerful mage. Now we have of course confiscated his arcane focus, but if he was to get his hands on another one, he could cause trouble for you. Without one, he's just happily a weak little scholar. Still, I would chain him to you. Anyway, with that said, take the key, take him out of the city, don't let anyone see him, deliver him to the warden at Revel's End, and you will all be paid handsomely and returned to your sad, tawdry little lives to invent whatever kind of donuts your minds can possibly envision. Are we good?"
Well, no one else is going to be
finish what I was doing.
It's really my thing. So,
Right.
I just tried your donut actually, and that is delicious.
That was a delicious donut, must say.
Thank you all. Thank you all so much.
Yeah, I can't really speak to the quality of the donut, but I'm really glad everybody enjoyed it.
I did. Nice.
It was delicious.
Please.
Yeah.
Should we draw straws to work out which one of us we should chain the old sorcerer to? The mage.
Does it
to?
not make sense
I
to
vote
chain him?
Bodger. I vote Bodger. He's the biggest of the lot of us. We may as well do
Would he
that.
be?
He's half Goliath.
He's half Goliath, half dwarf.
Can I just give you... I want to give you a bit of a backstory here. I'm 6'3", so I'm half dwarf, but my mother is a Goliath. So it's like, ended up evening out at about a normal human height.
61 half
How
of the
big's
other.
Filge? Filge
Filge is
might be
7 foot tall, so Filge is a little tall.
7
Phil just been
foot
standing
tall?
here offering an arm wrestle.
Oh,
Also,
okay.
not to be rude about this, but also in the competence state.
Wrestle.
Wait. Let's get.
Let's go.
I'll use this arm. Is that better?
is Bodger still in the toilet for this arm wrestle?
Yeah,
Has he moved from? Are we moving over
he
to
can't.
Bodger for the arm
He
wrestle?
can't move.
I haven't had a chance to wipe yet.
So Phil heads over to Bodger on the toilet for the arm wrestle. Good, I just had to visualize it. Sorry.
Oh, so did Baradoon teleport me and the toilet?
Yeah, the toilet's there as well.
Oh, just like a big slice of the
Yeah, there's like...
How much of the plumbing came along as well, or is
Yeah,
now this
some
toilet
plumbing.
just leaking like sewage into
Not leaking.
this boardroom?
Great question. Great fantasy question, Hing. It's not leaking because it's flush with the floor. But if it was moved, it would be very upsetting for everyone involved.
Not
like
unlike
the smoothie blender.
blender without the base.
All right, make for you. Okay, we've been playing this game for over 20 minutes. Make a opposed strength check to decide who gets the honor of being attached to the prisoner.
So, here's the thing. I didn't download the Dice app yet.
Do you want me to roll?
There's a good one on Google.
Yeah.
What's it
Just Google
called?
roll a dice, it'll do it for you.
Right, okay.
Say Google rolled a d20.
Rowan, just roll an imaginary dice and tell us what you get.
Yeah.
Rolling
Hey,
dice.
you know what, Rowan? Don't bother because I just rolled a 1.
Well, that makes
Iron-
things easier.
Google Iron.
I'm gonna roll one for you. I'm gonna roll one for you.
What did you roll?
Am I rolling 20?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Just a 5. So, but you do win.
This is okay. A rather
But the arm wrestle
underwhelming.
doesn't really fill anybody.
These are the two strongest people in our team,
We just
apparently.
kind of do this.
Owie! A quite depressing arm wrestle later, and Rowan can satisfy. You're satisfied in yourself, and you can pick up the padlocks and the chain. Phil, do you still have the key? Do you want to open the door into the next room?
Yeah.
All right. Inside the room, you can see you were expecting an old man, but actually it's a quite young, sickly-looking, callow-faced youth with straw hair that is sweated and matted damply on his forehead. His hands are ensconced inside kind of like a giant black leather straitjacket that has sigils drawn around it, and wrapped around that is a length of chain. He's slumped on the ground with his back against a beam, and he doesn't make any notice of anyone as the door slowly opens. There's no guards.
Baradoon, what was the name of that dice app?
The name of the dice app, let me tell you, is
It is.
Mighty
Mighty.
Dice.
Mighty Dice. Continue. Sorry.
That's all right.
What
There's
was
no
that?
one else.
Sorry. Am I by myself or are they all there as well?
The others are all huddled behind you, but you were the first one to go into the room.
I'm just gonna turn around and be like, just one sec. Hey, everyone. You know, how are we gonna play this guy? Like, do we want a good cop, bad cop, or the other types of cops?
Sure. All right. Everyone, think of the type of cop they're going to be. Okay.
Just like
Okay.
different cop.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna
I'm the cool cop.
um,
I'm the cop that everyone looks up to. The one that everyone thinks, damn, I want to be that cop.
I'm the cop
Okay,
that
I'm
wants to
gonna
go
be-
home really bad.
I'm gonna be the 1 day from retirement cop. I think that's a bit of a fun area to play.
Damn it, that's a way better cop. Shit.
I'm gonna be
Paul Blart,
enthusiastic
mall
rookie
cop.
cop. All right, so we've got Paul Blart, mall cop, rookie cop, 1 day from retirement cop, cool cop, wants to go home cop, and
We still don't have a good
toilet
cop and a bad cop.
Okay, so Bodger, you got to be good cop and bad cop.
I'll be good cop and bad cop. All right, let's
Okay,
go.
all right, let's do this.
Who's the person? What's the person's name?
Archibald Shaw, the Sidewind Street killer of Waterdeep, and brother
Right.
of Sir Roderick Shaw, open lord of the city.
I walk right up to him and I'm like, I want to go home. I walk right up to him and I'm like, I want to go home right now. That's what I say.
Okay, he looks up at you, and he's a kind of despite all the sweat and stuff, he doesn't seem particularly fazed by the six of you. Are you trying to intimidate him, Alan?
What's our goal here? We're just moving him, aren't we?
I'm trying
Alright,
to
but you
intimidate.
wanna go.
I'm trying to intimidate him. Yeah.
Well, why don't you make a little intimidation check?
I got a 9.
A 9. He looks at you and he starts to laugh, and he's got a kind of high-pitched, distressing laugh.
Can we hear that laugh, please,
He
Dave?
giggles. He giggles. He's a bit like.
I
Yeah,
sit
it's a
back
bit
to the guys and
awful.
I'm like, I tried, guys. I tried.
It's a bit yucky. And he goes, so, you're all Mia's puppets, are you? Sent to do my brother's...
Well, I'm not going to be a puppet tomorrow. I'm going to retire tomorrow with my sweetheart, Jessica.
Retire
Jobson is definitely going to die.
from being... What are you, some kind of scoutmaster?
Well, okay, it depends who you're asking. If you're asking Jobson, yeah. But if you're asking 1 day before retirement cop, which is a bit of an improv scene we're doing, I think, then yes, and I am that thing.
Right.
He doesn't know. He's more flummoxed by that than Greg's
Can I do an
intimidation.
check?
You can do a persuasion check.
Okay. I got a nice big 1.
Okay.
We're doing good rolling so far. Yes!
He's pretty sure you're a scout troop leader. And it seems like he's disinterested in all of you, and he's still sort of giggling, and every now and then in fits, he slowly recedes into a sullen silence, staring at the ground.
Does he seem like he might be mad?
Yeah, a little bit.
Did you say he's bound at the hands? Like he's not going to be any danger to us per se?
So yeah, he's as a wizard, he needs an arcane focus to cast his magic. Also, he would usually need for most spells use of his hands. His hands are locked in a padlockable jacket, and then he's bound in chain. And there's a loop, a sort of at the front of the chains, where you can attach that harness from the other room if you so desire.
All right. It's
now-
like one of the characters from The Boys season 2.
I've only watched the first episode. So no spoilers.
Stop.
No spoilers.
That's not a spoiler.
Rowan always hits us about spoilers and drops a spoiler live on Twitch.
I was not seeing that as a potential problem that might happen on this stream, that the rest of the show I am currently watching would be spoiled for me. Now, Jobson, you know, because you've arrived with the Woodland Chorus, that Fast
Is the
Horse...
Woodland Chorus like an amateur musical society, Dave?
They're a scout troop, basically.
Right. Okay.
But actually, I would point out that we do some amateur musical, and he's got he points to a badge, which is like a one of those comedy tragedy masks.
Yeah.
And he's like,
With
I got that
music next to
for
it.
playing the stage manager in our town. So
Yeah, in fact, it's
Wow.
midwinter. Hing is when the Woodland Chorus Repertory Company do their major production, and it's actually only about 6 days away before the next big show that they're doing.
Oh, what's the next
exciting.
one?
It's 12 Angry Men, and
The musical. You're doing a musical of 12 Angry Men.
Yeah, and they've
12 Angry Men.
cast 12 goblins, which is the director's killer show.
And yeah, it's oh look, I can probably get you some comps, or at least some 2-for-1s. Anyway, we'll talk about it later.
But you have a collection of fast horses packed, ready to go, with saddlebags and winter coats and parkas for everyone, food, fortifying brandy, and an extra horse with a specially modified saddle that you can chain Archie to.
All right, and Filch goes, well, you missed a big strong man, Bodger, so you can take old Crazy Pants.
I think we strap him to Bodger. Like, we should literally
Yeah.
get some rope and have them
Yeah.
strapped
We do this-
together.
While this is he's on the toilet still. Is this? Is he
Is
still
this
on the
being
toilet?
this is being shouted out from the other
This is
room?
all happening around. Oh, right. Okay, so Bodger's just sitting in another room down.
Well, I think that because you all went into the prison, Bodger, actually, you have an opportunity to make yourself decent if you wish to avail yourself of it.
What check is that,
What do you-
Dave?
what do you wanna do?
What check is that?
What check is that?
Insight? Do you reckon it's insight?
I'll make a charisma save. See if you can save this moment for yourself.
Now, that's the D20.
Yeah.
Yep.
Here we go. That's an 8.
That's an 8. All right. Okay. You.
We are not rolling well.
That's a 1, a 1,
one's
an
rolling
8, and a 5 so far. Yeah. But Rowan, that's enough for you to pull your pants up. Not much more than that, I'm afraid.
That
Okay.
implies that he pulled his plants up but didn't wipe, Dave. You know?
Yeah,
Just so
well-
we're very clear about.
Well, just
what you
roll
said.
better next time. What can I say? It's not up to me. It's up to the dice.
Just to be clear, I'm kind of held captive, kind of. I'm a little bit of a hostage. I don't really know what's going on. I've been like teleported, so give me a break,
Well, if we chain you to another person, is it going to be very different? Probably not.
Yeah,
Listening to this, Roderick Shaw is like, I don't want to be chained up to the toilet man, please. I would be happy to be chained up to literally any other of you. I was trying to affect a cool.
Listen, Archie, you're gonna get chained up to me. That's what's happening. Second of all, when I got teleported and I didn't wipe, a little bit of, it got a little bit all over the place. I've got a little bit on my leg, just a little bit, down the leg, and you're gonna have to get chained up to me, and that's just it. That's how it's gonna
Just
be.
the way the cookie crumbled, Fred.
That's how the cookie
You should have thought
crumbles.
about that before you bloody did all those crimes.
Yeah.
Is this you
outcome.
playing good cop, bad cop, or smelly cop right now?
I've got to say that when I considered doing my crimes, I did not see this as a possible reason not to do them. This didn't come up in the matrix of possibilities that I considered. Oh well, I suppose at least it's a nice long 20-foot chain. So as long as we keep our distance, I will suffer through.
All right. So
Chain it up.
So let's pack up our stuff and start on the road. Do we need a map or anything, or do we kind of know?
I have one quick question. I heard there were horses. Is there one of those like carrying whatever they call them, a litter to carry me in?
Did you request one with Janos Mir when you arrived? You can if you want to have made that deal.
Yes.
Okay, does that mean, so in that case, there are horses for the dragon friends, and there is a palanquin for Bodger and Greg to carry that Barradun will ride into Icewind Dale.
Good.
Ben, I think Jobson just has a like a small
Little
dog
pony.
and a whistle and one of those little flags, like a backpack with a flag.
Yes, correct.
Okay, so yeah, you guys are going to carry Barradun into combat as he requested in his contract with the Beggar King.
Thank you, thank you, Baradu, Bodger, and Greg. Very much appreciated.
And
What is it? Sorry, what are we carrying
and
you
there's-
on?
Sorry, Alan?
What are we carrying Barradun on?
You know
palanquin.
one of those royalty carrying things. It's like a seat, but it's called a palanquin or quin.
Right.
Pronounce it.
We don't
said
care how
wrongly.
you pronounce things.
Wrongly.
No.
When you said that word, I got a little bit angry because I didn't know what it was. But okay.
You know, like in a movie when they want to show that a king or queen is out of touch with the people? Like, what's the most efficient way for us to show the entire audience that this person has no...
This person is.
I must be carried at all times.
It's like a stretcher. It's like a
Look,
stretcher,
I get
right?
carried at all times when I'm in the Temple of Calibor, so because I'm not there at the moment, I'm sorry, Bodger Greg, you're gonna have to carry me. That's just how it is.
Bodger is chained
Bodger.
up and he's carrying you. Is that what's happening?
Correct.
Yeah, Bodger is carrying the back half of the palanquin, and then a short distance behind him, the prisoner on a horse is chained, is following.
Nice. Are you happy with how this is playing out, Baradome? This is what you wanted?
Yes, very much so.
And
Greg's
you know
not
what?
Strong.
Filge and Friezo, are you happy with your horses? You can also request specific rides if you want.
No,
Within reason.
I like a nice horse.
Okay.
Yeah, you got a nice
I'll take
horse?
this
Tell
beautiful
me more
horse.
about my horse.
It's a beautiful dappled palomino. And your horse Friezo is a...
Can I get one of those real muscly horse? You know how sometimes you see a viral photo of a real muscly horse?
Oh, like a
No?
too muscly horse? Like
Yeah, and
like
everyone's
not
like,
bad.
oh, how'd that
Oh,
horse
you want
get
a
so
swole
cut?
horse?
Yeah, you got one.
Yeah, I want a swole horse.
Yeah.
All right, you can,
massive
but
one.
in the interests of balance, it has a terrible cold. just
Oh, no.
working up a real
Oh, man,
mucousy
you're
lather.
Are you going to
So
release
is
some
Jobs-
sort of horse flu on us? No.
Is Jobson riding a dog, or does he just have a dog and he's on foot?
I thought he would be more of a on-foot orienteering kind of guy. Do you want to?
Yeah,
do you want to have a
absolutely.
tiny
Very happy
little-
with that.
Okay, but I'm giving you a dog because the others get horses, so you can have a little dog.
I think it's a beagle.
Okay, he's got a little beagle, and what's the beagle's name?
Alex Lee. No, I just
Say what you
read the
see,
first
man.
thing I saw.
Wall computer.
Do you want to take a second and think about
Wait,
that?
if the
and come back
beagle's
to
name
me?
is Alex Lee, then I get to play the beagle.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, done.
But I'm going to say that it's spelled Alex Lee, like to make it a bit more
Alex,
fantasy. It's got a Y. It's Alexly, one word. Your beagle,
Yeah.
Alex Lee, and yeah, sure, Alex, you can play the beagle.
Excellent.
Hing, Friezo has
It's a talking
beast...
beagle?
No, but Friezo has beast speak,
It does.
and you have the bardic spell talk to animals. So once a
I
day,
do.
you can talk to the beagle.
Well, just once a day. Oh, that's so nice.
It's a check-in.
We just have a check-in every day.
Yeah. At the
Okay.
campsite. All right. It takes a couple of days to. This is not the most efficient way to travel. Greg and Bodger, you both get a level of exhaustion.
Yeah, fair enough.
Baradoon,
Thanks,
you
Baradoon.
have advantage for the first combat because you are well rested. Also,
Very much.
Janos, as per your rider requests, he packed sort of, travel biscuits and sort of a thin, watery gruel for everybody else. But you've got a selection of fine cheeses and grapes, and a little bit of some of that nice temple wine. So you're very.
As we travel, I have been going out of my way to eat all of that and drink all of that in front of everyone else.
Really setting the character up. So a couple of days pass without incident, and on the evening of the first day, you have made your way through the Red Run, past the spine of the World Mountains, and you are starting to ride into the first of the 10 towns. So the frontier of Icewind Dale is basically made up of a loose alliance of 10 frontier outposts and towns that make between here and the Sea of Moving Ice. The largest and de facto capital, although this is an alliance of equal states, is a small town called Bryn Shander. And you have just arrived. You're making your way into Bryn Shander. You've been told, Jobson, that a contact in Bryn Shander called Imdra Alagath is going to help escort you and the prisoner north to Revel's End. And you're to meet them at the local pub.
Do I know Imdra at all?
No, didn't you say that you have really focused on sort of orienteering around the...
Oh, no, do I know this contact, I mean?
No, as I'm saying, you've never been to Icewind Dale, I don't think.
Okay.
That's my understanding. So, yeah, so you've just arrived. And in fact, because you have been leading the way, do you want to make a survival check for me so we can see if you've made good time?
I'd love to do that for
Everybody-
you, David.
Thank you, I would love that.
That's a hot 5 plus 5 is 10.
Okay, you are all rolling 20-sided dice, right?
I am definitely rolling a 20-sided dice. I've just run the numbers, and all the value of every dice we've rolled so far has added up to 25.
25. All right,
Nice.
that is phenomenal. That is incredibly upsetting. So, yeah, you've made one Shander, and you've made terrible time. And in fact, everybody is now exhausted, bedraggled, cold. Not you, Baradun, because you haven't taken a lovely winter fleece, but everybody else is in a pretty poor condition. And you all have exhaustion. Does everybody know what that means? Disadvantage to all skill checks? Not
yes,
just
we knew what that meant, obviously. So just say it one more time. Disadvantage on all strength checks is what I was just saying.
in
got advantage
D&D
on all
Beyond,
strength
can I add exhaustion to something? Can I make
can.
it so it does exhaustion?
I'm pretty sure you can. Yeah. You can certainly do disadvantage. There'll be a way to do that.
Okay, cool.
And so you've made your way into Bryn Shander, and the town. You were told, as I said, to make contact in a inn called the Northlook.
Right.
Hey,
Or should we head there first?
Well, Jobson, do you know where we're going? This is your job.
Son.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm bloody pooped. Let's head to the inn.
I like the sound of
I'm
that.
not pooped, but why not?
I'm definitely pooped.
In fact, Baradun, you look even better than when we started. You look even more relaxed.
I feel
You're glowing.
fantastic, actually. Thank you very much.
Hey,
Alan could have a massage chair in it?
Janos may
Is
have
that what that
packed
is?
some skin cream as well, and while we've been carried, I've been just kind of making sure that it's my hands and my face looking nice.
Why did we
Who else was
disagree
carrying
to this,
Baradun?
actually? Why did we...
Or was it you and me, Greg, that were
Yeah,
carrying?
we disagreed
I
to
don't-
it. We just did it. I didn't even
I
put
don't
up
even
a
know why I
fight.
did that. Why did we do that?
Why did we do that? We just traveled like several... How big was that trip?
You guys
You're
kind of got
exhausted.
like a toxic relationship going on with this guy, huh?
Oh, you have no
We love
idea.
each other. There is so much love, respect, understanding, friendship.
Baradun,
It's
shut
a
up!
great relationship.
Hey, shut up!
You should punch him in the
Baradun.
face.
You're in the same.
We just do we get to go home.
Baradun.
What is that?
At the
what's the
moment,
condition of
at the moment, you are the same level as us. So you can't bully us with your super high magical powers and shit.
I'm level 20, just like Janos Mayer said I was.
Okay, so you've told Janos that you're level 20, have you, Baradun?
Yes, as he knows that I am level 20.
No, I remember.
I remember you being level 3. You're like
I remember
level 3.
you lost it. You're like
Why
level
would I be
3.
level
You're not
3
very
when I'm the
powerful.
head of the Temple of Carlibor?
Well,
Dude,
let me
maybe I
tell
had
you,
your power strip
it's
back.
because
You don't remember your backstory? You had all your
Yeah.
power strips.
you're quite weak.
What?
You're actually quite weak. Yeah.
Okay.
No. I am the mightiest sorcerer in the land. Thank you very much.
Hey, Baradun, why don't you show everyone a really powerful spell? Like, what's like a big,
What's the
fire-
biggest
what's a
spell?
power-
What's up?
Oh, you know how we all have exhaustion. Oh, we're all a bit exhausted. We
Hey,
should go to
David,
the inn.
David,
Oh,
what's
we
a
should
big,
go to the
tell me,
inn.
what's a big high level spell that someone who is level 20 would be able to do?
Oh, I mean, he can probably cast Plane Shift or
Hey,
Oh, that sounds
Baradun.
impressive.
Good. I definitely
Cast
could do
flame
both of
shift.
those.
We'd love
I
to see
could
it.
do that.
Would lift our
I would
spirit.
love to see
Let's put on a show.
Carry on with
What's
the
that over
journey
there?
until you've done it.
What's that over there? Everyone, look around. Turn around, everyone. Look at that thing over there.
Oh, no.
Oh,
You
okay.
Check? I don't know.
Baradun is pointing to the North Look, which you've now just arrived at. So it's a kind of homely looking tavern. You can see through the door that there's a big roaring fire, which looks particularly appealing, with a preserved knucklehead trout fish nailed up above the mantelpiece, and foaming mugs.
Does it sing if we walk past it? I'm just gonna walk past it to see if it sings.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure, it sings.
It does sing. What song does it sing? Is it the Don't Worry, Be Happy song?
It sings. What play did you say that Jobson had done? It sings a song from 12 Angry Men the musical, actually.
That's so encouraging because it means that we're generating buzz.
Wait, so
like-
is 12 Angry
Wait,
Men the
is it-
musical?
is
That's
this-
an
is this a-
original. That's not a thing you've bought the rights to. That's
so
an
what I wanna
original
know,
that
is
your
this
amateur
official
musical theatre group
merch?
has written.
Yeah.
This is official merch of the So Bobson goes, I thought I recognized that. That's official merch of the Wilderness Chorus's 12 Angry Men musical.
And you've released
it's
it
been
before.
leaked.
It's been
Yeah, it's a little thing called viral marketing, Phil. Ever bloody heard of it?
How does the song go, Ben?
Yeah, how does the song go?
So,
Yeah.
it goes, it's like, one of us, one. Well, it goes, there's 12 of us, one of us is smarter than the others, one of us has problems with his son, one of us just wants to go see the baseball, and one of us is really racist.
Oh man.
And it keeps going because there's 12 of them.
Did Jobson write this? Did he write the book and lyrics of this musical?
Not officially. Not officially.
How much of the song does the fish sing on the wall?
The fish hums, but Jobson Jobson's singing along.
Yeah. One of us.
Is the fish did Jobson make the fish merch and therefore it's Jobson's voice coming out of the fish?
Yes, it's Jobson's voice.
Great question.
Coming out of the
Great
fish.
question. So what's
I'm gonna
happened
take-
is the Wilderness
I want to
Chorus
take it off the wall though. Sorry, you go,
Well,
Dave.
I was going to say the Wilderness Chorus have enchanted through a deal with the Arcane Brotherhood, gotten these fishes enchanted and then sent to taverns up and down the Sword Coast as a sort of pre-viral buzz for their musical. And most people throw them out, but Scramsax, the innkeeper of the North Look, has very charitably, possibly because he knew that Woodland Chorus Contact was coming to the bar, put his up.
That's cool.
And Filch, did you say you want to take it?
Yeah, I want to jimmy it off the wall. I think it could be handy. It's a tune. One of us is smarter than the others. One of us wants to go to the baseball. One of us is pretty racist.
And it's Filch singing that as she jimmies it off the wall.
Out of time, syncopated, slightly wrong lyrics.
And she keeps looking over at Jobson like, pretty good job. Me can tap
All right.
dance too. 3 years of jazz.
Friezo and Barradoon, you're still coming in, and a man who has a sort of an air of a retired adventurer to him, who's polishing a mug with a filthy rag, looks quizzically at the cheerful half-orc that has walked into his bar, speculatively looked at something on the wall, pulled out a crowbar, and is slowly pulling the nails out of it, and is like, "Is she with you?"
Yes. That's my colleague Filge. She is reclaiming some merchandise from your wall. That singing trout is actually property of the Wilderness Chorus because they own the IP to it. So
You're from the Wilderness Chorus? Are you?
no, we're with someone from the Wilderness Chorus. Jobson over here.
Jobson Lugnut, hello, yes.
Yeah. If you don't take this down, we'll have to copy strike you. So you don't want to get a DCMA. That's going to be rough for you. We don't want to be the bad guys here, but we will. So that's why she's taking it down.
Does the bartender even care?
No, he doesn't care. The point he's trying to make is like, well, look, if you've come from the Wilderness Chorus, then did Mia send you? Are you my contact?
Yes. We've been sent here, but also we need rooms for the night because we're all quite exhausted. So if you could, what do we need? We don't really like to share either. So if you've got enough rooms for all of us, that'd be the ideal. But
I'm a little confused. I was told that you were on a mission of great importance and that you would be traveling through the night.
No, that's 100% true, but we are also sleepy,
I'm fine. I don't know what you
sleepy.
guys are talking about. How are you not?
Well, hang on. Get your story right, Jen. Are you tired or not? I mean,
Well, he's glowing, but the rest of us could really just do with a bit of a kip, like just 2 hours,
Yeah.
Well,
if you could just push some chairs together and I could lie across them, I just think it'd be good to sort of just have a bit of a power nap.
look, this is a small town, all right? This is a small inn. I've got maybe one room with one bed I could give to one of you, but I was told that I was to make introductions between you and the East Haven people. Is that true? I've got them in the next
I just
room.
don't want to meet them when I'm all cranky and tired.
Well,
you know what I mean?
they're waiting in the next room, mate. What do you want? You want to go to bed? You want to sleep for 8 hours and then meet?
Well, no, I did say 2 hours, but fine.
So, Ben, it really feels like you're real life is bleeding through to your character right now, Ben? Having been woken up by your son, you're like, oh yeah, my character is so grumpy and tired.
Yeah, my character sleeps, and Dave, I'd like to do that in real time. So,
All right, look, fine.
Baradoon has just heard that that our contacts are in the next room, so he literally kicks the door down, walks into the next room. I've also got a minor illusion of some sunglasses cranking at the moment. So he like puts his foot up on the table, takes the sunglasses off, and says, "What are we doing, boys?
Okay.
Let's get cranking."
That's
Is that your catchphrase?
sorry, did you say cranking?
Crankin'?
Let's get cranking on this adventure.
God, Baradoon, you're so embarrassing to be around.
I'm sorry, guys. I thought we were still doing the cop thing. I was trying to do cool cop.
Oh.
all right. You kick the door.
Are we
open
not
and say,
still doing the
really
cop thing until the end of the
table you
adventure?
put your foot on.
Yeah. Also, you kick the door down, and by the fire of a small private dining room, there are 3 militia members wearing the Castle on Blue insignia of the town of East Haven, and they're all 3 of them are half elves. All 3 of them are women. And as you say, what did you say? What's up, boys?
I
What's
said,
cracking?
let's get this cranking.
Let's get
Do you want up, boys? Let's get this cranking. They all look up at you with kind of disapproval. You've instantly
You've already ruined it.
gotten on their
man.
bad side.
You've already,
But one of them
already
sta-
ruined it.
One of them steps forward with
I
us.
think I've been very cool, and I'm actually I'm helping things immensely. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
One steps forward with an insignia on her pin that suggests that she's a captain, and she looks at you and she says, "Are you Baradoon?"
I am indeed. I'm glad people around here have heard of me. My prowess obviously is spreading far and wide.
Yes. Well, we were given basic descriptions of all of you. The prisoner, is he here?
It's
Is he
chained to
still
me.
chained to you, Bodger?
It's still chained to me.
Well, isn't everybody else still? Has everybody else come in?
I think so.
I think Baradoon just stormed off himself, and we're still in the room back.
Bodger, can you come in here for a sec?
No.
All right.
Oh man, this is. I think this is where the game ends.
6 Australians and New Zealanders. It's like we're never gonna get fucking anything done. Oh, sorry for swearing. Sorry, Greg. Sorry, wizards.
That's so funny. Dave, I was sincerely thinking to myself, we're making great time.
We left a place and we got to another
We left a place.
Yeah.
We're in a second place.
I just booted down a door. I'm making the story happen.
Hey, I've got to take my head off to you, Adam. Nice on that, but as Bodger, I'm just starting to reel with the fact that you made me lift you.
Yeah.
And now I'm not going to do
Yeah.
anything to help
Pissed off
you.
with you. Yeah.
Bodger has, like, as soon as you paid over the 5 gold coins, which was part of the stipend that you had been given by Janos Mir, the Scramsacks, the innkeeper, brought around a big table of salted meat, knucklehead trout broth, and some flagons of ale. And Bodger has plunked himself down at the table and is refusing to get up. The rest of you can have some food too if you want.
Yes, please.
I don't eat or drink, Dave, but I will be taking this time to meditate.
You do eat or drink. For a start, you run a donut shop, but also you're a level 3.
No, just because I think.
Are you
I think
saying
one of the rules,
that
look at
Friezo?
Have you ever tried your own donuts?
No, because I don't eat or drink. Look it up in the players' dungeon book, Dave.
You're getting confused between the many iterations of Friezo. You're thinking of level 8 Friezo in the Beef Babes continuity.
Yeah, this is right after season 1, man.
This is level 3 high
So I
elf.
still have to ingest food.
You still have familiar. Yeah. This is all back then.
I have no idea what's going on.
All right. Well, I'll eat some of this. I'll eat some of this food then. But I'll do it MasterChef style. You know, like I'm really gonna
No.
judge it and make some.
Oh, right.
What do you mean no?
I get it now.
Yeah,
I
they'll
thought you
judge it
meant
and make
the
some,
type
like-
of eating.
I thought that you meant that you were going to eat it in a way where a camera was put right in your face and like there's a glistening purse shot of your lips and it's quite uncomfortable.
I'll just give some sassy reviews afterwards. You know. What's available for us, Dave?
There was the knucklehead trout broth.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to review that or?
Hey, barkeep, whereabouts is your toilet?
No, Barrett, no way. Seriously?
What do you mean? What?
You just went.
What?
No, you went 2 days ago. That's fair.
Yeah, it was ages ago.
I got kit. Oh yeah, it was.
Still, I mean, if you want to go and clean yourself up, you've been traveling rough.
I haven't had a chance. Do you have a toilet and a shower or a bath? I've been carrying this guy. Don't know why. I just want to go and clean myself up.
There's a stable out the back with a piss shed if you want to use it.
Yep.
All right. Do you want to chain Archie to someone else where you
I'm
go?
gonna chain it to Baradoon.
Oh,
Baradun.
No.
Look. Clank, 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 and you're locked to Baradun. The prison.
Do we still have levels of exhaustion, or
Yeah, you haven't yet slept. So
what if we have a delicious meal? You know how when you have a delicious meal, it can be really revitalizing?
This is not revitalizing enough. Now, you all have full hit points. You all have all your spell slots, all the things like that, but you still, unfortunately, do have a level of exhaustion.
There is a way to do it in D&D Beyond, by the way.
All right.
For those using it. If you want to know, you just click on, it's underneath your hit points, there's conditions. You just click on that and select exhaustion level 1.
Hell
Awesome.
yeah.
Yeah.
Woo!
This is the content
This is
that
the
people
content
tune in for.
to see.
Yeah, is this on the same app? Are we using the same app?
No, different app.
We're
we're
using a different one.
Different
Oh,
apps.
wow,
But yes, thank you, Dean.
wow. That's not helpful at all.
Captain Arlagath looks at the prisoner that is now shackled to you, Baradun, and goes, "All right, excellent. I have to say, we were told to expect you at least 2 days ago. What happened?"
My company have been trudging particularly slowly. I tried to hurry them up, but
Baradun, eat a dick.
Are you in the same room as me, Greg? Are you shouting?
Now, by now,
I hear you down the hall.
Are you in the same
and
room
I yell
as me,
out,
Greg?
"Eat a dick, Baradun!"
oh, your associates are here. Come in, all of you. There's this space by the fire, and everybody except for Bodger, who is currently just destroying a toilet. The rest of you all make your way into the room. Well, Archie is sullen in the corner.
So I guess we're gonna have to relay this information to Bodger later on. God damn. Okay.
Yeah, we won't need to see that through the magic of montage, but we can imagine that there is a scene later where we methodically go through everything that you learn here.
I want to go into detail. There's a scene after this one where
That toilet was absolutely atrocious. I went to the barn. I went to the horse trough. I've rinsed off. I was shit. Ha!
All right, Bodger comes in with a towel and a small bar of soap, and his clothes wadded up under his arm. He's aggressively naked, but he's got a small towel on, and he sort of stands dripping wet.
aggressively naked.
Stands dripping wet by the fire. Aggressively naked is a category of naked that only a half dwarf, half Goliath can really achieve, but it's wet.
I just imagine he's like tensing really hard, like he's just like in front of everybody.
It's not dissimilar to the horse that Friezo has.
Yeah, right.
Muscular horse.
Is it like that Eddie Izzard bit about a French person wearing only a t-shirt to accentuate my nakedness?
Exactly. Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. Yeah, Bodger, even though Bodger is wearing the towel correctly, you feel he looks more naked than he would look if he had just walked in. And he's dripping wet. And also he just walked through the snow, so he's like shivering and he has a cold now and just like nipples to attention. The whole thing is a lot to deal with for someone that you've just met a couple days ago.
Hi, I'm Bodger. Hello, I'm Bodger. Howdy. Pleased to meet y'all.
Damn it, Bodger.
He walks up to the fire and then just takes his towel off and just hangs it over his shoulder as he stands by the fire. Okay. Well, we're 2 days behind schedule, and this I told the warden at Revel's End to expect us by High Day's End. Are we ready? Do you plan to travel through the night? How do you want to play this?
I think we
Yes, I think everyone here is good to travel through the night. You guys are good. You guys will carry me again.
I'm so tired.
You're good to travel through.
Baradun.
Well, I'm here in contract. I'm here.
We'll travel if you, Baradun, carry Bodger and myself.
How about we take turns in the palanquin?
Yeah, yes.
Ooh, I like that. Turns.
Turns.
Yeah, we can have a little 2 hour nap.
Yeah.
What's the palanquin? Is that the thing that
You
we
know
were carrying?
what?
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
You guys were carrying me in the pelican, yes.
in the pelican.
In the pelican.
The pelican.
Palanquin.
Yeah, pelican.
It's a pelican. It's a pelican, but it's a novelty one, and it's designed like a pelican.
Yeah.
It
And
looks
you
like a
open the flap
pelican. Yeah.
and you curl into the beak.
You sit in the beak.
Very comfortable.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's Barradin's novelty pelican. Pelican.
That's great. So yeah, I think that's a really lovely idea because we are a bit behind schedule. So why don't we all just take turns having a kip in the pelican while we get on the bloody road?
So did you people
Alright.
have anything else to tell us? These people we meet with, like what you do? You just sit around and judge other
yeah.
people? or-
Excuse me. Can I have everybody's attention?
Naked man.
Me. I'm all by the fire. Hi. Sorry.
Still super naked. Are
Look,
you,
I've got,
are you facing, just so I can visualize, are you facing us or are you facing the fire right now?
I'm just like legs apart, just facing you,
Lazily
Like
soaping
this.
yourself.
just warming myself.
Yeah.
Excuse me, everybody. Sorry.
We're filming
I'm
live,
gonna
we're filming some green screen footage of this later as well to splice it.
Hello. My name's Bodger, and I have literally no idea what's going on. I don't know who anyone here is. I wasn't listening when we got the quest. This is like a few days ago. Could somebody give me some sort of recap?
My understanding from my notes is that you were to travel north through the inhospitable snow and Reged-occupied areas of Icewind Dale to the prison sanctuary of Revel's End on the
Who are
shores-
you?
Okay, I am Captain Imdra Alagath of the East Haven Militia, sworn to the sacred duty of upholding the peace of not just 10 towns, but the Lord's Alliance's stronghold in this area.
Right.
Were you listening just then?
I was listening then, yes.
Because your eyes did a far away thing for a second. And while I was talking, I saw you look out the door at a very funny looking dog that someone was doing tricks with out in the bar. Were you listening to me or were you looking at the dog? Are you looking at the dog right now?
What? Sorry. Yeah, no, I was listening. We're doing the singing musical
Oh my goodness. Look,
thing from.
why do we, my men are packed and we have a snow sled of our own. I trust you all have fast horses.
Dibs on the snow sled. Dibs on the snow sled.
God damn it, Barry.
Oh yes, we have
Dog
space.
doing
We have
tricks-
space.
Was
for-
the dog doing tricks, Alex Lee?
Yeah. Jobson hasn't spoken, so Jobson is out in the bar, and he's actually having his once a day check-in with Alex Lee the dog.
Oh yes.
Yeah, so let's cut to that quickly.
Right.
Oh gosh, how do you think this is going? I mean, I don't know. I'm just.
You want to go for a ride on me back?
Oh, I bloody do actually. Yeah. All right, let's do it.
Hop on, big boy.
Like,
That's Alex Lee the dog. Ugh.
That's ruined the relationship for me. That's like,
Now,
I
is
thought it was
that-
an adorable relationship until right now.
Now, is that Alex's character, or is that Alex playing another character?
If
That
it
is-
doesn't exist, it's
No,
just
that is Alex
the dog.
Lee, spelled differently, completely separate to
Yes.
Alex.
Completely separate character.
That is the trained war beagle Alex Lee the dog, which is very
Right, yes.
confusing. And yes, and so Jobson in his delirium state is riding on the back of his tiny beagle as they sort of do slow circuits of the pub while drunk.
So
and
look, I heard you guys talking before. I just want to make it clear that I've actually got a beautiful singing voice, and if there's any opportunities for any dogs in your musical,
sort of 12. It's 12
I'm keen.
Angry Men is
yeah,
the
but you
only-
could do a rewrite. I mean, I know you did the book for it, so you know.
Well, I did the. Yes, well, that's true. I did.
You know,
I mean,
Imagine
one is-
one of them wants to go to the baseball game.
One of them wants
is
to-
a dog.
Yeah.
You know?
Do you know what? Friezo, who speaks beast speech, is slowly walking towards the two of you.
You know, because I actually think that the Snowtown Musical Society, they actually did 12 Angry Goblins last year. I didn't want to say anything, but you're really going to need a dog to make this thing pop.
And Jobson's like, I didn't know they did 12 Angry. I thought, Snowtown? Really?
Can Alex Lee, I thought Alex Lee could only you can only speak for a very short amount of time. You don't have enough time to do the full 12 Angry Men production.
Oh, not only that, Alan, but nobody would understand the dog except for Jobson.
Oh, it's just the two of them. Oh, right.
I don't want to like be a negative Nancy on this idea, but I don't think you should cast a dog in your musical.
Yeah.
Fuck, you go to NIDA once, and all of a sudden...
Wow. Goes to theatre school, suddenly thinks he can tell us which dogs we can and cannot cast in our musicals. Wow, Dave.
People would
Wow.
call it brave.
All right, look.
That's all I'm saying.
Well, it seems like half of your party is now huddled around that dog and sad goblin man in the corner. Baradoon, they've all left the room. You said you don't need a bed for the night. You're all happy to keep... Let's leave now. Scramsacks, we're checking out. She put some coins on the table, and she says, we're just outside in the stables, so if you care to follow me, we can make excellent time tonight.
Yes, let's follow. Everyone will follow. I promise you that.
All right, and they head out, and presuming everybody follows, presuming that goes...
Yeah.
Bodger puts on some clothes.
Oh yes. Is there like a towel or a like a thing I can put on? Anyone got anything? Just any scraps?
I would.
I don't know where I put my clothes.
Maybe
You had a towel.
So you lost your clothes somewhere between walking from the stable to the
You
inn.
need to accept the consequences of your actions, Bodger, and you're here. This is you for the rest of this now.
Right.
This is you.
Right. Fine.
Alternatively, maybe you can purchase clothes from the gift shop at the inn. You know?
You could.
Yeah,
It's possible.
just
In
like
fact, they just got an early shipment of some of the advanced merch.
Look,
Certain woodland core
is there any,
do you know what?
Any shorts?
I just
or
want to
trousers?
say the promotional T-shirt on the front says one of us, and on the back says has a T-shirt. It's a fun little play on the opening number.
I'll take it. That's mine. I'll take it. How much is it? I'll buy it now.
It's surprisingly dear.
Yes, it's 35 gold coins.
Shit!
But Scramsacks gets 25 of those, and 10 of it gets sent to the woodland chorus, and the other 10 is just markup.
Okay,
But
so yep, I'm buying it. I'm putting it on, and that's it. That's all I'm wearing. Just a t-shirt.
Just a t-shirt. It's a snug t-shirt. It's a
And
tight
it's
fit.
real, like it's real tight.
Yeah, it's designed for a smaller man. All right, that's
And we are in the tundra, right? We are
the deepest and coldest and most inhospitable part of the Sword Coast.
You're
The dark
gonna die. You're gonna die.
and frozen north.
Do not
So,
forget that I
just
am a
thinking about it.
barbarian. Yeah, I'm a barbarian. So I can...
This is how we travel. Filge is a barbarian, and Filge has a lovely fleece parka and sort of a great coat and some of those nice ski pants that make the vup 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 sound when you walk. And you make, as Imdra promised, actually pretty good time with the sled going ahead of you, forging the snow. You make your way north.
Is Zeri going to quickly run off and get to China?
Oh.
Yeah, I think you said you wanted to get a charger. That's absolutely fine. Because I think
he might have.
I think Adam's laptop has
frozen.
died.
Some sort of
but that's-
fantasy charger?
A magical charger.
Yeah.
Charging device.
A charger in the sense
Lots
of.
of energy or something. Sorry, everyone.
You say
Ooh, I cast 240 volts of power to my MacBook Pro.
With a USB-C
better.
connection.
well, actually, so you're traveling, you're making time. Jobson, you're still leading the way, and I will ask you to make another survival check. And the sleds,
Do you want me to do that now?
yeah, you can do that. The palanquin can be left behind because of the sled, and
And I still
means
have
that-
exhaustion. Sorry, just double check.
You do, because you didn't stop. And Friezo and Greg, you guys are traveling together, and actually can have a chance to meet each other properly if you want, as the two sort of magic users in the group.
So it's nice to be able to spend time with another, like I guess a culinary, enthusiast. Obviously,
Yeah.
as a garlic farmer, you must be quite a handy cook as well, Greg.
No, I only really know garlic. And that's about the
Dave, that's
extent
an
of it.
18.
His food is shit.
It's not shit.
And it is bad.
Garlic and fish are the two
Yeah.
ingredients that I work with, and you'd be
That-
surprised what you can get from that.
No.
Garlic and fish, was it?
He
Garlic
literally
and fish.
doesn't. He doesn't cook it. He doesn't cook it. He chops it up and mixes it together, and that is it. He doesn't cook it. He just mixes it.
I'm getting hungry just thinking about it. Nom nom nom.
But is the garlic like it's probably a good quality garlic though? You've been making some sort of artisanal garlic, I imagine.
I don't know the words that you're saying. I don't know what you're saying.
Okay.
I think Baradoon can vouch for me. That his food. He is not a good cook. He is bad. You're bad.
I have literally just come back from an entirely another plane, and yes, I agree.
It's a really good way to just leave the game. Is just go. I'm in another plane.
Portal away.
Yep. Baradoon has
Greg,
Yeah.
Sorry.
Greg, can I just talk to you just away from these guys for a second?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. What's up?
Greg, it really seems like the other two they really look down on you, dude. Like it really seems like they kind of bully you a bit and they kind of treat you quite poorly. Are you?
Yeah.
You know.
No, they do. Thank you for noticing, man. I thought it was just me. They constantly, especially the Baradoon guy.
Yeah, I mean, why is that? I just want to know if that's because like they're mean or if it's because like
I'm a little I'm a little bit of a bitch. I'm a little bit of a bitch.
Cool. Okay, I want to know where I should stand in the pecking order then.
Yeah.
This is the last time we're gonna hang out then, because I don't really want to be associated with someone who everyone hates. You know, like if you suck, then thanks for hanging out with me. But this will be the last chat we do.
It's not very honest.
Cool. I'll catch up with you. I'll catch up with you later.
Friezo and Greg start to walk. Friezo and Greg start.
Yeah. Good chat.
Baradoon walks over to Greg and goes, "Greg, are you crying? Are you crying right now, Baradoon?
What do I have to do to get out of here, Baradoon? What do I have to do? What's the thing? What's the end goal? What's the end game?
You know what, Greg? You need to cry harder."
Hey Greg, can I have a quiet little chat with you?
Oh my god.
What? Oh, god damn it, Pudger, what?
Did I show you this?
Oh, you see? Oh,
Did I show it? I can't remember. I did, eh?
You did. Yeah, you did.
Okay, I just wanted to check.
Yeah, you did. I hate you so much. I hate everybody, this team.
Does anybody else want to have a little chat while we're traveling?
Yes, can I take Greg aside?
Yes, you can.
Hey, Greg.
Hey.
How you doing?
Not great.
Yeah, no, I did see that. I did see that you sort of had a bit of an upside down smile on the old dial there.
Yeah.
But hey, look, I've got something for you. And he takes out from his scout thing a patch. That's a believing in yourself patch. And he's like, I don't give this to everybody.
This is the nicest thing anyone's ever done for me.
I don't give this to everybody. And I just want to say that this is for you, pal. It's a real special one. It doesn't actually count to anything. It doesn't give you merit badges or points. It's largely superficial. But I just want to say that keep it up, mate. Keep it up, and there you go. You're probably going to need to find someone to sew that on for you. But there you go.
Jobson doesn't know how to sew on patches.
No, Jobson does, but it's not his job.
Okay.
He doesn't have time right now. I'm gifting you this, but do it yourself.
Okay, good
yourself.
Now,
after Jobson does that, he takes out a much larger patch for his own scout thing that just says "encouraging a loser." And he to his own.
Okay. But by the laws of conversational, of divvying up conversations, I guess that means that Filge and Baradoon are at the same time, side by side on.
Filge and Baradoon. Oh yeah, but I've been kind of watching everyone going off with Greg, and I actually would like to pull Greg aside as well.
Go for it.
I don't know if I want this anymore. Okay, yeah, go on.
Hey.
Yo.
We've been watching you. You pulling everyone aside for little chats except Filge, huh? Me see you. You big power player here, huh? You cooking up something you think, you can take Friezo, you can take Jobson. Yeah, me know you're the big dog here. Well, me just letting you know, Phil's watching you.
Phil
Me
just
not scared
powering.
of you, Greg Farmer. Me not scared.
What is
Nice
going on?
patch.
I pocket my believe in yourself badge, and I'm just like,
If
All
Filch
right.
does one of these and stalks back onto the sled.
I
Now,
walk backwards.
Jobson, you are orienteering with Alex Lee up ahead, and you suddenly give a unnecessarily
Oh, dumb,
complicated bird call, and everybody comes to a stop, including Imdra and the East Haven guards, who for now have taken over watching Archie, who has been sullen for days and has refused to speak to you since Waterdeep. He used to be friends. And you, Jobson, the reason that you've called everyone for a stop is that the ford across the river's not quite frozen over in this part of the Dale. Is you can see that there are white furry shapes ahead on the river that look like they are polar animals of some kind, Arctic animals. And this is at the ford of the bridge.
Hey guys, do you see what I see?
Is it
No.
some sort of Arctic furry animal?
Yeah.
Yeah, you.
Furries.
Well,
He taps his animal identifying badge.
Okay, you make-
should you not know about this, Jobson? Aren't
What is
you
that?
aren't you our leader?
Yes, I'm going to make... what kind of check shall I make, Dave?
perception check.
Make me a perception check. That is a great big Uno. It's a nat 1. Plus 2, which is 3.
Okay, I'm not going to tell you what they are, but why don't you just be drastically wrong?
These are polar bears, and they are very friendly.
Now, what I need you to do is everybody be cool and do exactly as I do, says Jobson, as he take your sword and you put it down carefully and walk with arms outstretched towards them. Is that about right?
Yep, with a big smile. You got to have a big bloody smile on your face. Okay?
Okay.
With real flow, walking toward with a big smile on your face. Because these specific bears react very well to smile.
Okay, and Jobson trots down before anyone can say anything towards the snowy owlbears that are in front of him, and he walks very, very carefully as they suddenly pay attention and turn their beaks to look at him. As he walks up to one of them, which walks up to him, sniffs him once, and then just swats at him with their claw, and they hit
Oh,
you.
Jesus.
And
Okay.
you take 9 points of damage. Sorry,
Oh,
Jobson.
shit.
As we jump.
Jobson takes 9 points of damage.
Yeah. Now
You
you're
said
level.
the polar bear's beak? Was that
Yeah, beaks. I don't
correctly?
know.
I said it's a snowy owl bear. I said he's wrong. It's not a polar bear. He rolled a 1 on his perception check. These
are
are
you still
snowy.
yelling out advice after you've been hit? Are you
I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, he as he flies through the air, he goes, "These are not the smiling bears."
Okay, now I've pre-rolled everybody's initiative, so we can go straight into the combat. Which, if anybody feels like saving Jobson, that's really up to you. But Freezer, you're the next one up.
I will make an attack roll. What's the armor class of... How many bears are there, Dave? Owlbears?
There's 2 of them.
All right, so I'll cast a Witch Bolt at one of them. I rolled a... Does B... In D&D Beyond, is B a nat 20? Because that's what I rolled, Dave. I
Yeah,
rolled
you
nat
Rolled
20.
a bee?
You rolled a
Yeah.
20. Oh, congratulations.
Yeah.
Okay, yep.
Uh,
How much damage?
What level? It's probably second level spell slot. That's what I'm guessing.
Yes, yeah.
Cool. So that is 11 damage.
Okay, you do 11 points of damage. Friezo jumps up onto the sled and starts drawing runes.
Oh,
in the
11.
air.
Wait, no. When you crit, does it double? Is that what happens?
Not with spells, not with spell attacks.
Oh.
Oh, do you know what? You're a primary magic user. Let's be permissive. Sure, you can get a
22 damage then, Dave.
All right, and so the owlbear flies, roars in pain, and its eyes glow red, and it charges towards the sled while the other one continues to savage Jobson. And the next one up is Greg, the garlic farmer.
All right, mate.
You're all
time to
about-
shine.
Mr. Savage Jobson.
Greg Chad withdraws his trowel and he's like, all right, time to make some friends.
Okay.
And-
your trowel.
and
Make
my
an attack
trowel.
with your trowel.
Yeah, I'm with a trowel, which is with the 1d4 plus 2. Oh, wait, do I just roll my...
Yep, no need. Because you're only level 1 exhaustion, it doesn't apply to the combat, so you don't need to worry about the exhaustion for this.
Cool. 3 plus 2, so 5.
No, so you beat the armor class.
Roll your
13?
20 first.
Oh, sorry. No, I failed that miserably. That's 3.
All right, so Greg runs in, swiping at the one that's attacking the sled, but misses. The next one up is Bodger.
Right. How many are there?
There's 2 of them in front of you that you can see.
Okay. Well, see, this is the problem. You know, what do? I guess I hit it with my axe. Like I do every time. Frenzied rage. So I'm going to go rage. I'm going to also go frenzied rage and have a double hit. So I'm going to roll my... First of all, what do I do? D20?
Yep.
Well, hang on. One moment, please. That is... Okay, first roll is a... Fucking what? Excuse me.
It's a 1. All right. Jumping forward is a short, compact, barrel-chested man, completely naked except for a tight Bond-style t-shirt with a novelty phrase on it, grabs his battle axe and charges off the sled. Unfortunately, he forgets that moments ago he had taken over his shift of custody of the prisoner, so he's chained to the back of the prisoner, and he goes sprawling on the ice, slips, drops his axe, and completely stacks it in front of the owlbear. And the next one up is Barradoon.
Hang on. I was frenzied rage.
Yes, I know, but you rolled a 1, so your entire turn is taken up by this misadventure on the ice, I'm afraid. Barradoon, you're up.
It's actually a very interesting way for, like, I've never seen someone go into a rage before because they were so, like, disappointed with their own, like, imagination in battle play. Like, oh, God, I guess I'm going to do that thing I always do in this.
The fair. It makes me so angry that that's all I can do. I just hit things.
I just want to cast a spell. Barradoon, you are up.
Well, as per usual, it's going to come down to me to save the day. So I stand up on top of the cart, like the literal god I am, and cast. I know I'm level 20, but I'm just going to cast a level 2 spell.
That makes sense.
For the time being.
That's because that's all you can do. Because that's all you.
I don't want to blow your guys' minds. So just a level 2 spell for now. I'm going to cast Shatter, which is 3d8.
Yep.
And
This is on the one that Friezo's already peppering with witch bolts.
How close are they together? Actually, is a good question because
they're about
60.
Oh, they're
60-foot range. 60-foot circle. Sorry.
Yeah, no, everyone is inside that circle, except for people on the sled. So you would hit Jobson and you would hit Bodger if you cast it now.
I hate you so much, Barradoon.
You gonna do it?
You gonna do it?
Yeah, why not?
I can give you a few reasons why not.
But
Bodger and Jobson, you're gonna have to roll for damage as well. So what's the save?
But I am gonna do it as a careful spell because I can do that. So the 2 of them will only get half damage.
Very nice. All right, how much? What's the dex save?
I can't remember. Do you have it in front of you?
I think it was 13 from memory. So
I think it is 13.
So both the owlbears fail their saves. So did you say it was 3d8?
Yeah, 3d8.
3d8 damage, which means that the owlbears are going to take 16 points of damage each, and your friends are going to take 8 points of damage each. Which is, you're a goblin, Jobson. You must be getting quite low.
How many points of damage am I taking, sorry?
You took another 8 points of damage from Barradoon's spell.
Yeah, I'm not looking great, if I'm really honest with you guys. I'm looking quite unwell, in fact.
The next one up is the owlbears, the one that is charging towards.
Hang on, I didn't get a go. I did not get a go.
I know,
did not get a go.
Jobson, you walked.
I would like a go.
Jobson, you walked towards them slowly with your hands upraised. You will get a go, but you are going to get a go after the owlbears. You're at the very, very end of the stack. So, with that in mind, the owlbear that is still charging Friezo as it slams up against you. Friezo makes an attack with its beak for 20 and with its claws for 9. I imagine only the beak hits.
Only the 20 hits, yeah.
Yes, in which case you take 9 points of damage as the owlbear rushes at you. But
Goodness, a level 3 warlock does not have much health.
No. This is the funny thing. There are 6 of you, right? So the way challenge ratings work is I've got to put quite powerful monsters in for what we would normally consider a fair fight. If you work together, this should even out. If you don't work together, then you will start dying very, very quickly. But hey, that's D&D, right? The monster also attacks you, Jobson, and you're very lucky. Rolls an 11 to 10. Either of those will hit.
Dave,
So-
I need to quickly, as Adam brings something up, I was wrong. The range of Shadow is 60 feet. The circle is only 10 foot in diameter.
Only 10 foot. Okay, Jobson, you get 8 points of life back. And
Oh, thank God.
The one that you were
was looking
fighting.
dicey, guys.
takes. All right, there you go. All right, fixed in real time. Excellent. But
Do I get
And
8
also-
points of damage back?
no, sorry, Budge. You were still inside the cone because this is the 10 feet just outside the sled, which is.
Yeah, because you were up against the owlbear fighting it.
Yeah. So you do
And
take
also-
the damage.
Also, I'm a wild magic sorcerer, so I need to roll a 20 to see if anything bad happens. Nothing bad happens.
Okay, wonderful. Next one up is Terror of Waterdeep, musician masterful of the Woodland Chorus, Jobson Lugnut.
Dave, I haven't
Okay,
had
so
a
I-
freaking go yet.
Filge. No, the next one up is
FYI.
the next one up is
Thank
Phil. There's 6. There's so much. This combat tracker has too many steps. Okay, Filge, you're up.
Thank you. I'm gonna the owlbear that's closest to Jobson. I'm gonna hit it with my maul, please. And how much? What is owl and what is bear? Like, is there wings?
I've got a little miniature here. Here you go. So this is what an owlbear looks like. That's an owlbear. It's got little
Oh, a
wings.
cat.
It's got
Are they always that thick, Dave?
they are dummy thick for animals. It's true.
Is that thick? Is that thick with a double C at
In
the
fact,
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
imagine so.
check that out. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's right. And that goes for days.
Stream
let
has
me
just
tell
become the equivalent of ASMR, but for owlbear butts.
you. Thank you,
Up the
wizards.
butt.
Thank you for having us. Now, Alex, Phil races past the first owlbear and runs to Jobson's defense. And you said attacking with your mole. And I have to ask, how is your mental state? Not to give too many tips.
Extremely calm, Dave.
Okay, cool. Then you can make a normal attack.
Thank you. Oh, and I got a 23. Thank you very much.
That hits.
And I got so that does 8 damage.
8 damage. Okay, 8 damage is applied to the owlbear, and it's still fine. Jobson Bugnut, you're up.
Well, see, I was gonna cast Animal Friendship on this owlbear, which is a spell that convinces the beast that you mean it no harm. But given that my pal has just
It doesn't know it's your pal. If you cast Animal Friendship on it, it will stop attacking you.
Yeah, but so it is still attacking me.
It is still attacking you. Yeah, Phil just come in, but it's
Okay.
It's,
I'll cast Animal Friendship on it.
All right. So it's a charisma save for the bear. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Is it though? It's an intelligence save.
Intelligence save. Oh, well then, yeah, it's got intelligence 3. So yes, you're fine.
Yeah.
The owlbear looks at you and breaks into like a confused expression passes on its face. It's still very much in pain, and it's momentarily distracted as its attention starts to go to Filge, which gives you a window to scurry back without provoking.
I'll do some scurrying. Yes, please.
All right,
I'll scurry a fit as far away as I can scurry. I will scurry that far.
You heroically scurry back to the sled, and that means Frieza, you're up.
I will continue to damage the owlbear that I attacked. So
Yep.
it's another d12 of damage. And that is 10 damage, Dave.
10 damage. Okay, it's now looking very, very injured. Make a perception check for me, Friezo.
Whoop, 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 whoop. Cool.
Need 15.
11 plus perception. No, 13.
Okay, I will tell you that the wind has started to whip up and visibility is going down as the fight happens. This is unfortunately happening as the weather is starting to turn for the worst. Greg, you're next.
I think I'm in the midst of combat, but I still take a little bit of time because I missed the last shot, and I bring out my Believe in Yourself patch, and I just kind of stare down at it for a little while. And I'm just yeah.
You got this, Greg. You got this.
I got this. And then I put it back in my pocket, and I go for another trowel attack.
Yep.
What does a trowel attack look like? I have to know.
It's like that. 13.
The finest combatants that could be found. So 18 hits.
13, sorry. Does that...
13. Now 13 also hits, yep.
Okay, cool. And I'll trowel attack, 1d4 plus 2. 5 damage.
All right. Okay, the owlbear near the sled is now looking very worse for wear. Bodger, you get up in the ice, slowly making your way to your feet, and brimming with fury.
Oh, so I get to go again?
Yes.
Oh, what about did they not have a turn?
Where'd you go, Greg, Bodger, Barradoon.
Okay. No. Now with frenzied rage, do I got to cast it again, or is
It's
that
still,
for the rest of this battle?
if anything, the actions of the last 6 seconds have only made you angrier.
I'm so cold and so angry about everything that's happening here, and my lack of creativity makes me angry. So I'm gonna hit him.
All right, brimming with existential angst.
Hey, Bodger, what are you gonna with Bodger?
The great axe.
You can pick it up. It's still on the. Yeah,
it's an axe.
I'll pick it up.
Yep.
And I'm rolling the dice. Here we go. Roll.
All your team is judging you for your lack of creativity every time you attack, by the way. Everyone's like, here goes Bodger.
No, he's doing the axe thing again.
Oh, God.
A 7, unfortunately, that doesn't hit, I'm afraid to say. But do make for me, and Greg as well, can you both make DC 15 perception checks for me?
DC 15.
Yep.
DC
that's
15. I have that.
Is it a 15-sided dice?
Sorry, no, that's a 20-sided dice, but you need to get higher than 15.
Okay, here we go. Rolling.
Oh, I got 17.
17.
13.
Okay, Greg, you notice something that the others don't notice. As you sort of excited with yourself for having hit the owlbear, you turn around looking for Barradoon's affirmation and support, and you see something over Barradoon's shoulder, which is that almost obscured by the ice, a third owlbear has attacked the East Haven militia, and because they're guarding Archibald, they're trying to drag him back through the oncoming storm away from the owlbear, which is attacking him. So that's happening behind you. And the next one up is Barradoon.
And as Greg looks over at me, I assume he's looking at me, so I go.
My reaction's just like...
Barradoon is not noticing as the owlbear swipes at Archibald and blood dashes the snow. Do you want to say anything, Greg?
I'm kind of just no. I'm a little bit just like frozen in terror. I do this. I go and I try and point, but Barradoon just thinks I'm like pointing at him, going like yeah, and like I'm just like pointing, like I'm like and I start like double pointing, but it's almost like this reaffirmation that like Barradoon's the coolest. And it's this real, we're stuck in this real like pattern of just like
each other into a frenzy.
Okay, wonderful. And then the next one up in that case is Filch.
Oh
no, sorry, Barradoon. Did Barradoon? Is that your entire?
I still get a
action? You're gonna just do a dance.
I reckon commit to the dance for your whole turn.
Yeah, Barradoon.
I'm mid-dance, and then I just do magic missiles, and I just mid-dance, the magic missiles come out.
Okay, at the end of the dance, you sort of pose and magic missiles go out and they pepper the owlbear. I'll roll them for you. I've got the dice here. And they take 8 points. So yeah, that's so irritating, is that at the end of the dance, like fire and light explode from your hands and you sort of freeze and the owlbear collapses in front of you.
And then I do like a final pose.
Good pose.
Anime style.
And basically everyone else, at least this is happening in Baradoon's head, everyone else is looking at me with admiration.
They're looking at you with something.
Do the pose.
There you go.
Nice.
Oh yeah, that's a pose.
That's a pose. And your cape would be kind of flapping in the wind.
Exactly. I have a big cape as well.
And everybody, because he makes so much of a scene, everybody turns to look at him, and everybody sees behind him the one of the East Haven militia guardsmen die to the bear as the bear slashes and picks up Archie by the throat and throws him. And it's just a jerk of the chain as he collapses like a rag doll on the snow. And the next one up is Filge.
I am going to run towards Archie to try and help him because
Don't forget, you're still fighting on the banks the other owlbear.
But didn't Jobson make him friendly? Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm so sorry, but a very big bird just landed on my windowsill.
Can you turn the camera so we can see the bird?
Just freaked you out? Like,
Bird.
I will roll, Alex. I'll roll for that.
Bird.
Yes.
Can we please see the bird?
No, it flew away.
Yes, Alex. In fact, no. I've randomized a roll for that, and yes, the bear is confused enough that it's the finding out hit again. It's kind of quite docile.
I'm going to run. Yeah, I want to run and try and fend off any other attacks on our little wizard who is our meal ticket.
Okay, so go. You make an attack. Roll for me. I'm a class 13.
So is this on the owlbear that's attacking?
This is now the one that's attacking the East Haven militia, and it's got a few deep cuts in it. Imdra's already hit it twice.
Baby, I got 24. Finally, someone's rolling like a true hero. And a 9 damage.
All right, 9 damage is good. It's now looking quite damaged as well. Jobson, you've scurried back and you've picked up your weapons that you had laid on the ground by the sled.
Yeah, I'll do a short bow attack.
Yep, make the attack.
Thanks very much, if I may.
Do you want to use any, like your Goblin Fury of the Small or anything like that? That's a fun little one.
No.
There's a patch Jobson can get if he doesn't use his class abilities in a combat.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm really angling for that.
Man,
So,
Scouts is the original achievements.
It is,
You know
isn't
what I
it?
mean? That's all it is.
So I'll roll
Yep.
the dice?
That's generally how it works.
Okay, I got an 18.
That hits.
Cool, and I will do this much damage exactly.
This much?
I will do 2 damage, 5 damage.
5 damage. Congratulations. The owlbear is furious and it turns its beady eye on Jobson.
Was this the one that I said was my friend?
No. The friendly one is sort of sitting now by the banks, a bit concussed because it was bonked on the head by Filge. But Frieza, you're up.
Cool. I'll just do some more damage, and I rolled a.
That was the one you were casting is dead.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, I will also run with Filge over to, our friend, who, Archibald, I guess, and I'll try and stop him being dragged into the snow.
Okay, so you're trying to unchain him.
So is that 30 feet? That's my movement.
So the problem is
do something.
You can do something as well. But just so you race over to where Archibald is, and you see the problem, which is that the 20 foot of chain that is chained to Bodger has wrapped around one of the legs of the owlbear, and it's panicking and stampeding and that's why it just threw Archibald. It's trying to free itself, and he's being battered around by the owlbear.
And this is attached to me.
It is, but because the chain is wrapped around the owlbear between you and him, it's not. Luckily, it's not throwing you around.
Is it wrapped around? Which part of the owlbear is it wrapped around?
It's forearm.
Forearm.
Okay.
Oh, it's sorry. I forgot about the bear component.
Do you think you were fighting a giant owl?
I thought that Dave thought that all birds had arms, like fluffy arms. I was about to pay you out for it, but I won't.
Yes.
I will make an attack roll against that bear with just a dagger.
Yep.
And I rolled a 6.
A 6.
So that probably doesn't hit.
No, it does not hit.
Okay.
Well guessed.
I was trying to gut the owlbear.
Yeah. You have not successfully gutted the bear. And now the next one up is Greg the garlic farmer.
All right. So I'm gonna I'm not in combat anymore right now, am I?
No, not with the current bear.
So I look for another bear, and I again bring up my patch because I'm getting really connected with this, and it's believe in yourself. Jobson, can I get a little as if you were Obi-Wan going believe in yourself?
Well, you know what I could do? Do you need a bardic inspiration? Because I could do that, but I don't want to. I want to keep my powder dry on that.
Why don't we say that your patch
I want
is
you to be my inner monologue. I want you to be my just what I hear.
Okay. Hey, buddy. It's Jobson here, by the way, in your brain. Hey, buddy. Just wanted to say we're all real proud of you, and sometimes people lash out and they're rude to you, and they treat you like a piece of shit, like a low piece of shit. But it's just because they're well, there's probably a couple of things at play, if I'm honest. But and it's not all on them. But it does strike me as somewhat unfair the way that people treat you. So why don't you just buck up, pal? Why don't you just go, hey, I'm not going to listen to those nasty voices. I'm going to listen to the good voices in my head.
Yeah.
Jobson saying I can do it. Anyway, I got to go. I got my own thing on.
It upsets me to give this to you, but you can have inspiration as a result of that support.
Yeah.
All right, and with that, I go, yeah. And I kind of nod, I'm like, yeah. And then I close my eyes because I don't need my eyes anymore. I believe.
Okay, well, then you don't get advantage.
But I'm aiming my crossbow with my eyes closed, and I fire my crossbow towards where I think the owlbear is.
All right, make a normal attack because
I believe I can fly.
I got 16.
It hits. You hit the owlbear. All right.
Oh wow!
Oh, that is going to do such good things for your self-esteem.
Roll for damage.
So good.
It was already quite injured. Roll for damage.
Okay, here we go. Rolling for damage, and D8 is 5 plus 2 is 7.
So you close your eyes and you fire off a shot, and there's a squawk and a thump, and you open one eye, and the owlbear is dead with a crossbow bolt in the center of its forehead.
That's amazing for your self-esteem. Amazing.
Oh, guys, I feel so much better. Oh, wow. Okay. Whew. And I put the patch, I find, because I'm an artificer, I've got little tools and stuff, and I get this patch, I'm going to start sewing it on me.
Oh,
It's a permanent part of my costume now.
And what does it say? What does the patch say?
It says believe in yourself,
Yeah.
and it's got the logo and name of the Woodland Chorus on it,
That's wonderful.
which I think would be
That's
very
beautiful.
good merch now that I think about it.
Yeah, we
We'll discuss it later.
All right, so while you're
beautiful.
sewing on the patch, Arligath comes. She's panting. She has a huge claw mark in her leather breastplate, but she seems mostly unhurt. One of her guards is dead. The other one is uninjured. And she runs over to Archibald, and she says, "He's badly hurt. Is one of you a cleric?"
No, but I'm a bard. I can cast heal.
All right, so you start to cast Cure Wounds?
I've got, yeah.
But just a real quick cue on that one.
Yep.
How often can I do that?
You can do it once a day, basically.
Because I'm not
Overly attached to this
unwell.
person? Right, yeah.
What happens if he dies?
We don't get our money.
You won't,
Okay,
you won't get
I'll heal him.
All right, so you cast. You actually, I think you can do it twice. So you've actually got a couple of spell slots.
He gets 5 hit points back.
All right, he gets 5 hit points back, which means that some of the color comes back into his face, but he's still incredibly injured. His shoulder particularly looks dislocated, and there's a deep gash in his hips and his midsection. And when he was thrown against the rocks, his leg is at a sort of strange angle. And quickly, Imdra does some battlefield medicine, and she looks and she says, "We're not going to be able to move him like this. This complicates matters. We're still a day's ride."
Hey, what were those pricks doing during this whole thing, by the way?
They half killed the other owlbear, and one of them died
enough.
doing it.
All right. Sorry for calling them
Did you say that out loud?
Yeah, did Jobson say that out loud? Samaria Wintergarden is dead.
Yes, no, yes. Sorry. Bit cranky, quite exhausted. Had my own thing going on. I do apologize. That's completely on me. I withdraw that.
She looks. Imdra looks up as if she's almost tasting the weather, and she says, "Do you hear that howl? This is the Frost Maiden's rhyme. This storm is not natural. This is a magical storm, and it's going to get worse and worse."
I'm cold. Can I take the furry coat off one of these creatures and make it into like a...
wear the hide of a...
Wear the hide of...
Like
that's
Star
cool.
Wars style.
So, all right.
Like in the
Inside
Revenant.
it.
I
Walking.
think there's like pre-made coats on some of the dead bodies.
There is, and Bodger.
Let him do what he wants to do.
I want the owl bear hide as like my clothing.
Okay, you walk past a completely armed and warm weather clothing equipped dead body, and you start to cut the hide off one of the owlbears. As Imdra says, "Listen, in about 15 minutes' time, it's going to be death, particularly for one as injured as him, to be out here in the snow. Look," and she points up on a hill, and she says, "Do you see that?"
Hill.
What are you pointing at?
She's
I can
pointing
see the
at
hill.
She's pointing up just at a hill, a little across, and she said, "I'm pretty sure there is a shack. There is a shack over there where there was a look." And she unclips her East Haven badge, and she says, "Take this and commandeer the house. Make sure that they keep him warm and keep him alive. Me and my companion will travel on because neither of us are that injured, and we will get to Revel's End, and we will come back with reinforcements. But you have to keep him alive till then. Can you do that?"
What? Yeah, but also just so we're clear, this man, what crimes did he do? Like, are they real bad crimes? So if he died, would it be justice or?
It's not about what he did. Obviously, his crimes were atrocious and decimate, an affront to the tenor of not just the city of Waterdeep, but to the Arcane Brotherhood. But he's the brother of Roderick Shore. If his crimes got out, we would lose a good lord in the city, and we would lose one of the few people that is keeping peace in Waterdeep. Do you understand?
Ooh,
It would not
this
be
is a
political.
problematic brother situation.
So nobody knows that he's the Sidewine Street killer. They're smuggling him out of the city because his crimes would be bad for his brother.
Oh, well.
So Roderick has made it clear that he believes his brother is sick and must face justice, but he cannot have his enemies on the court know about him.
It does feel like we're trying to sweep this under the rug, you know?
And would it matter if he died?
Yeah. Do we know any journalists in Waterdeep, Dave?
I mean, I guess you know the you know some people who work in the shipfront who have a few magazines. You got a story to tell?
Yeah, maybe we can. Maybe next time we're in Waterdeep, I might drop him a little scoop.
You do think
Got a certain brother.
You do know that Sir Roderick is widely regarded as the best open lord that the city has had for years. That he's considered to be just.
When politicians have like high approval ratings, sometimes I'm like, is it because you're good or is it because this is technically a dictatorship? You know, like, not to get too political, but sometimes it's like,
Well, you're going to have this decision to make for yourself because Imdra is already leaving with the sled, but she promises to be back by midday the next day. So it's getting colder and colder and darker as the storm, the rhyme of the Frost Maiden's everlasting rhyme begins to whir in earnest. And all of you, particularly those of you that are naked and only clad in bleeding hunks.
I am now actually feeling quite warm. Like, and I imagine this. I've got like the beak head of it is kind of hanging back like a hood.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah,
but it's open.
Yeah, and I've actually got my my arms are in its arms. And it's kind of all draped over.
Baggy, just, right? It'd be like
is it like a
It's real
onesie?
baggy. It's like it's dragging
You're
behind
basically
me.
wearing a onesie.
Yeah. And it's open in the front as well, so you're still very naked.
So it's still all dangling out, but at the back of me is all quite warm, and it's keeping me quite warm. It's a little bit like Luke Skywalker, kind of like inside the warm.
You would just be covered in
100%.
blood though as well, right?
Yeah, but feel
absolutely covered in the stuff. Yeah. Blood and sinew and all that.
You'd just be like kind of disgusting to be around again.
Yeah, and it stinks.
Oh, it stinks so bad.
But
I think he should do it. I think he should have to do a Constitution save to see if he throws up immediately.
I'll allow that. Do you want to make a quick Constitution save to see if...
It's a D20?
Yep.
There we go. And I got a 10.
Yep. A 10. Okay, so you do throw up, but you're completely unfazed by it.
It just makes you smell worse.
It's one of those nights out on the town types of throw ups where it's kind of you throw up, but it makes you feel better, and then you just
Get on with
Who
it.
wants a kebab?
basically.
Okay, excellent. You make your way up to the cabin on the hill. Looks like a single-story, smallish structure, but it looks solid. There's a small outhouse nearby, about 15 feet away from it, and the doors, the double doors, are barred and closed. Not barred, sorry, just closed.
I'm gonna walk
Who's
up.
chained? Who is dragging? Imdra has left from the sled basically a stretcher. It's like a mini sled that you can drag in the snow with for an injured person. And who's dragging Archie?
I guess it would be me.
Okay,
I can do it.
Filge, so you're dragging him, and you chained him to you, and you make your way up to the cabin, which you're all standing outside of.
Someone open the door.
All right, I'll give it a go.
And who took the symbol of East Haven, the East Haven militia? Friezo, you got it?
I think she was talking. Yeah, was she talking to me? Yeah.
Let's say she gave it to you.
There you go.
She's a good judge of character.
I'm gonna knock on the door and give it a twist.
Right,
hello, prisoner delivery here.
Okay, you knock on the door, Friezo, and I actually have here a little map. So we've got a little bit of got some of the warlock tiles from WizKids, and I've got the little house here, if you can see it on the call. So Friezo, you come in and you walk.
Oh,
yeah, I know, right? Isn't this exciting? I had to pick miniatures for everyone, so I've made my unilateral decisions. I hope you're okay with this. This is you, Friezo, in blue. And you walk into the room.
Dave, you're enormous. That's a room. Your hand is the size of a room.
I know, right? It's out of control.
All right, so can I see anyone? I'll do a perception check to see if I can see anyone, I guess.
Make a perception check.
I rolled a 17.
Okay, you're as I said, it's a large, open, single room with a sort of corridor off to the side, and it seems empty. The place feels, with the 17, it feels like it was definitely inhabited in recent memory, but the fire is out. The entire building seems desolate and quiet.
All right, Frieza's going to go, all right, everyone get in here. And then Frieza's going to go over to the fireplace and try and light a fire. That'll be the first thing.
Excellent. Make for me. There is some firewood, so you can... Oh, you don't need to roll for that. So you...
I can probably just cast it. Do I have a fire spell, probably? I mean,
you have burning hands.
Obviously.
You have burning hands.
Barradoon leans over. There's too much squabbling. Barradoon leans over, casts firebolt into the into the fireplace.
All right, that's actually been really important. The room starts to warm up as outside gets colder and colder and colder, and you.
Can I put a alarm in the doorway?
Yes, you can cast the alarm.
Yeah.
Yep, you cast an alarm spell over the door. Yep. There's a couple of other doorways around the building. As I said, there's a couple of little rooms to explore. There are stairs leading up. Do you want to explore the place? Are you splitting up? And how are you going to deal with the prisoner, who seems on the verge of comatose from his wounds, but is still conscious?
I'll stay with the prisoner if other people want to explore.
Yep.
I'm going to hang up, get my coat, and I'm going to hang it up.
Okay, naked again.
Are you gonna have another bath or a shower or something?
No.
Maybe go to the bathroom.
No, I'm just gonna go by the fire and just warm up now.
I'm gonna wander around and see if there's any fun stuff. You know, sometimes these B&Bs have some soaps or some little shampoos that you can take, some teas.
A little boutique restaurants and
Check out the games cupboard.
Coffee pods or something.
Maybe
It's got an Airbnb feel, doesn't it?
So I'm gonna have a look if they've provided any biscuits or anything like that. So I'll just have a.
Oh, let me know if you find some biscuits, because I am famished.
All right.
Yeah,
So you have a look. I'll tell you that right now there's a couple of different rooms. You can tell me which ones you want to explore, and if you want to split up and pick different rooms, that's fine too. As well as the outhouse outside, there is you see a small bedroom over to the side here. There is what looks like a room behind it, a storage room full of barrels and stuff, a kind of workshop study, and there is, of course, the stairs leading up to the attic as well.
Why are we here again? We've been directed up here. Why?
We have
Get out of
to.
the
We're going
storm.
to wait here.
Just to wait out the storm.
And now the storm is blowing in earnest. The doors, you're basically, if you stepped outside now, you would be taking damage. So you're lucky that you're inside the structure.
Is there enough firewood, Dave? Do I need to go and get some firewood from somewhere?
Probably not to last the night, no. But there is enough. There is a fire for now,
and we can burn furniture. That's fine. Don't go outside. We need you.
Yep, you can burn furniture.
Don't risk it, Filge.
And there is did any of those rooms spike your interest?
I might go have a snooze.
I'm gonna let you
There was
decide.
only one bed, and Baratoon finds the bedroom and calls dibs. That was Bodger, was it?
Yeah.
And I want to go into
still covered in all my
Covered in blood. What you're doing right now is ruining their bed for the rest of us.
Yeah, and I go into the nearest room and I lie down on the bed and I'm gonna have a
Just
sleep.
covering it with owl bear guts.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah, it's disgusting. You completely befouled
Bodger
the
goes in
bed.
there.
That's me,
I'm
that's
just
me.
going to search the big room, the big communal room for. And what I'm looking for, Dave, is like biscuits, coffee pods,
Coffee pots, just those two things.
snackables.
All right, make an investigation check.
Oh, a laminated thing that says like "Welcome, this is bin night," that sort of thing.
Does it have the Wi-Fi password on it?
Yeah, exactly. Perception check, was it?
Yeah, and investigation.
Oh, investigation.
There might be a little laminated booklet with activities that the place suggests.
Yeah, local
suggests
things.
us- local things for us to do.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
I got a 11.
Okay, so you do find some food. There is empty. Interestingly, like there is some supplies, all kind of very pedestrian, uninteresting food. There's also boxes and bottles everywhere, and boxes of bottles, all of them empty, all of them stamped with the town sigil of good mead. So, and they're all smell of alcohol. It looks like somebody.
They smell like good mead.
Good mead. Yeah, well, good mead that is its principal export.
But they're empty.
They're
Great
empty,
Meat's
and
just one
some of them
town
are
over, and it's so much better.
Some of them are smashed, and it obviously hasn't been bin night for a while because there are these boxes full of empty bottles littered around the kitchen area. There's also like a pot you can make some coffee, and there is.
I'm gonna go into the study, and like Baradu knows that in a good video game you should like literally check every area of a room first for goodies. Basically, there could be spells, there could be books, there could be anything. So I'm gonna have a look at the study.
Yeah, you can also make an investigation check for me then.
What are we?
In real life, I need to do a little toilet stop.
Yeah.
I'll be a bit.
No worries. Well,
Can we do a quick bio break just for like 2 minutes?
Yeah. I mean, we can still search. The house is going to, like, anyone who's here can search, and anyone who needs to go for a bio break can go for a bio break, I think.
What's a bio break?
That was a 16, 14 plus 2, 16.
All right, 16. So yeah, you do find a couple of things. There's what seems to be a workshop of a brewer or an alchemist or some kind of potion maker. There's a lot of notes. You also find just a desk littered with papers that have sort of alchemists scribblings, formulas that you would need like an alchemist or an artificer or someone skilled in this to understand. Some of the pages have been ripped out of the diary as well.
Okay. Is there anything that would lead us to believe that we're in danger at all?
It's just, I mean, it's mysterious. It looks like the only thing that makes it look like you're in danger is the fact that somebody has obviously left this space without taking all of their stuff with them. Like the kitchen, there's quite a lot of gear here. You all rolled a 16, which means also you find a potion that you're pretty sure is a potion of cure wounds.
Yes, I'm putting that in my inventory.
There you go. Anybody else want to search any of the rooms? I mean, Bodger's gone to sleep.
So what rooms haven't we looked in yet?
I might go to the one north of, or to the top of Bodger's room. That's one beyond his room. Is that right? Yeah, I'll go peeking through there.
It's a storage.
Out.
It's a storage room where you can. There's wood. There's a fire axe. Not fire. I mean, there's a chopping axe. There's a few boxes of supplies. Not a lot of food. Again, some barrels of clear of like drinkable potable water. And make an investigation check.
We'll do.
While you're doing the investigation check, Alan, do you know what the really good thing about what we're doing is? Is classic horror movie styles. We're all splitting up.
Splitting up.
Which is
This
what
is
you're
great.
meant. Is what you're meant to do in a horror film. So go us, ladies and gentlemen. Go us.
Good work.
Well done, everybody.
So I got a 10 plus a 13.
Okay, great. You also find a bottle of half-drunk brandy. That's the first one that you found. So you have a little bottle of brandy. Now, while all of the others have split up, Dragon Friends are the only ones that are left in the common room. The figure of Archie stirs, and he's starting to gain consciousness again. He's not been locked. He's sort of still locked to you, Phil. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So he's sort of out in the open here. Where do you want to put him? You're going to be here for the night. You're waiting out the storm.
I think he should be in front of the fire to stay warm so he doesn't freeze to death. And maybe I should go and try and find some blankets or something.
Okay, so you head up into the bedroom, tiptoeing past a sprawled, snoring Bodger who just immediately fell asleep. Grab some blankets and you put them on him. It's not 100% sure he'll survive the night. He's still looking very sick, despite the sort of minor ministrations that were performed on him by Jobson. What about Jobson and Friezo? What are you two up to?
So, did I find any snackables?
Yeah, I think you're putting on a pot of coffee and you have a small cheese plate.
Yeah, exactly. Some charcuterie, that sort of thing.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you're making a cheese plate.
I was going to mind the prisoner, but if the prisoner's still chained to Alex, to Filge, I'll go meditate near the fireplace.
So the prisoner's at the fireplace. So you're going to meditate next to the prisoner?
Yeah, sure. But I'll do it in a.
Actually, nothing makes Friezo feel more relaxed than
That's a
being
really
in the presence
nice
of a
way to
serial
just
killer.
chill and be with oneself. Yeah.
I'm going to do it in a kind of a competitive way. You know how like sometimes when you're trying to relax and people are trying to show that they're more chill and more relaxed than you. That's what I'm doing, Dave.
Okay, so you bliss out by the fire, and you start to like lose some of the exhaustion that's been with you ever since you made your way to the Dale. Bodger, you're lying on the bed.
Hi. I'm asleep.
You're passed out on the bed, asleep. Everybody else is searching different rooms, and while you're working, Jobson, you're sort of rifling through, actually trying to find a nice wooden board to make your unnecessarily complicated charcuterie.
And while he's doing that, you can hear him muttering to himself, "One of us is smarter than the others. One of us is a little bit clever. One of us works in advertising, if I recall correctly."
And with the howling of the wind outside and the crackle of the fire and Bobson's atonal singing, like there's quite a creepy air in the cabin that is slowly building up. You also notice, Jobson, because there's a window over the window. Make for me a quick perception check.
Yeah, Dave. I'm so happy to make for you a quick perception check, and I'll do that right this second.
And are you stalling? Are you stalling?
It is a 9.
A 9. All right, great. So yeah, you
One of the reasons why these rolls are so bad, by the way, is because I'm still exhausted.
Yeah. But you'll get a chance to sleep very soon.
I'm being defensive. I know. I'm
Phil,
just saying.
Are you? What are you doing now? You've found the blankets and stuff.
Well, maybe I'll go check out the attic.
Okay, cool. So you go searching the attic, where you find a few more, like some clothes and stuff, some extra winter travel gear, and you also find what looks like a small table with a stub of a candle and a book with a chair by it. Other than that, the attic is very empty, although there is a big sturdy beam in the center of the attic holding the roof up. It's a single story.
Hey, Dave. Oh, sorry. Go on.
Wait.
Thank you very much. Did you say that the notes that I came upon would need an alchemist or an artificer to...
Or someone studied in magic to explain them? I mean, you're a divine magic user, is that correct?
I'm wild magic. Wait,
you're wild magic, yeah. So you would need a kind of cloistered scholar. I think Friezo, you would probably have a good chance at understanding them, and Greg also probably. You're part artificer, is that correct?
I am.
He's full.
I am.
You're studied in mixing things together. Garlic and fish mostly, yeah.
Yeah, most
Great.
Greg, come in here.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Greg heads over.
I'll come to Baronum. I'll go to Baronum.
All right, and Alex, you find, as I said, a journal, and there's a paper and the candle, and there's a plate with a half-eaten bit of bread as well, sitting at this tiny table in the attic.
I'm going to touch the bread and see how fresh it is.
It's only a bit stale, actually, for bread that's been out. And you also inquisitively touch the candle, and the base of the candle, so nearer to the tip, the candle is still a bit warm.
Oh,
Dave,
Yes.
With everything that everybody's done so far, if there was somebody else in this cabin, would we have spotted them?
No, not necessarily, because
I looked pretty hard for those pods, so I'm pretty confident in saying that if they're in the main room, they're not there.
They're certainly not at the. You rolled a 10 for your investigation check, but they're certainly not there at the kitchen bench. No, you're pretty safe at the kitchen bench.
Okay.
Are there
If that
any,
makes-
is there? I know we've done the plane on like sea level or whatever, but is there a basement or an attic we should check as well, Dave?
Alex is Filch is in the attic right now.
Oh, right, okay.
There's these stairs that lead up to the attic over on the side. But
Can I have a look at the book?
you haven't found a basement yet, no. Yeah, you have a look at the book. You can't read, can you, Filch?
Absolutely not.
Not yet, no.
No, so it's
Is it the Necrocom? What is it? The Necro?
the Necronomicon.
Whatever.
I know how this movie goes. You can bring it downstairs if you want, Filch.
Yeah, I do. I bring it downstairs.
All right, great. Let's quickly go to the study where Baradoon and Greg are looking at the notes. Greg, do you want to make for me quickly a little intelligence check? You can add proficiency to that. So just add 2 to it.
Cool. 1.
Okay. All right, 1.
So Greg, I wanted to draw your attention to these notes over here. What do you think this is about?
Don't know. I am.
Oh, okay. This was all very worthwhile. Thanks for coming into the room, Greg.
See you later.
All right. Phil, who are you showing the book to?
Friezo.
Friezo. All right. So you all start pointing
Friezo,
over the book.
we found this weird book upstairs and fresh, like only a bit not fresh bread.
Huh.
So someone maybe used this book to cast spell on some bread to make it less fresh.
Oh, the old stale bread trick? Yeah. This isn't my first
Not my
rodeo. I've
first
seen that
instinct.
before.
Maybe
Dave.
also cast little bit hot on a candle.
Yes, minor heat. I'm well versed in this. Let me have a look at the
Dealing
book,
with a
Dave.
powerful mage.
Okay, you have a little look at the book. So the fire continues to crackle. Bobson comes over with the cheese board. The rest of you make your way in, and
Okay, guys, here's what we've got. From left to right, we've got some brie, and this is some camembert next to the brie.
What's the difference?
moving on,
There's
we've
no
got-
difference from the room.
Well, some people
there's
do
difference.
have a preference. Some people you don't have to. And then we get a little bit stinkier as we go on, so that's fine. And then there's some. Unfortunately, there are no crackers. So, and then obviously we have the charcuterie, some bresaola over here, prosciutto, bresaola, salami, and that's some jamon iberico.
So better
I'm going to be very polite and ask, have you Instagrammed this yet, or can we dig in now?
No, you just tuck right in. I put this
thank you
on
very much.
Fantasy Instagram.
Roger comes out of his slumber now.
Yep.
He heard food. He's up food,
So
and then he wants to have a little gripe session about. He goes, now, this has bothered me for a long time. Camembert and brie. What is the difference? There's no difference.
my God.
My understanding is that brie is somewhat creamier, but if you want to tuck into the charcuterie board, maybe you can tell us yourself, Bodger.
So, I'll tell you what. Let me flip it on its head. I'm going to give you a blind taste test, and you tell me which one is which. Okay, so here we go. Slicing a piece of the well, who knows?
Okay, so how does this work? Do I blindfold myself?
You
or
blindfold
something?
yourself, and then Bodger go. He gets on his left hand. He's actually got the brie, and in his right hand he's got the camembert, but you don't know that. So he grabs the brie and he hands it over.
I had an adventure for us to play, but let's do this.
Dave, what am I rolling?
Roll a 4+ on a 6-sided dice to get this right. Because no one can tell the difference. It's a basic crapshoot.
Okay. 4+ on a 6-sided dice.
Yep.
Here we go. I'm going to roll it. That's a 6, guys. That's a 6.
Oh, shit.
Jobson is a cheese expert.
So you identify it correctly.
He does.
I identify it correctly.
But
I say that's the camembert. I believe it's been aged in some cupboards where I found.
You can really taste the cupboards.
And Filch goes, wait, was there like cool box in here, Jobson? Like, where'd you find these?
It's the snow. It's the snow. It's nature's fridge. You know what I mean? That's what they call the tundra. They call it nature's fridge.
Wait, you just found these kind of just underneath the snow in nature's fridge?
No, it was obviously the people who rent this Airbnb. They give you a charcuterie board. I actually don't know if it costs extra because I couldn't find the little sheet that tells you. Because sometimes it's your teas and your coffees. That's gratis. But sometimes they'll have a fancy bottle of wine or something else, and they'll ping you. So just make sure they don't ping us, or if they do ping us, the bill goes to bloody Mia. You know what I'm saying?
The thing is, Jobson,
let's put his credit card on the account.
Absolutely, let's do it.
May just looked at all the pictures on the...
And I am impressed that you managed to tell the difference between brie and camembert, because I can never tell.
What does this badge say?
It says scout person...
below the badge.
That one's cheese expert.
Yeah, that's right. So,
got a little cheese warrior badge. Hi, Dave, Dungeon Master. So over the course of like a getting to know you party, for the first time you all feel that you know each other, and the warmth of the fire is doing you good. And for a couple of hours you sort of rest up, and the exhaustion finally leaves all of your old weary bones. Outside, the storm has become completely inhospitable. Visibility is cut down to nothing through the windows, and you've kept the doors. You've shuttered everything, and even crammed boxes and stuff into the windows to try and keep the bitter cold out. So everybody loses exhaustion if you have exhaustion. And Friezo, you have been poring over the book.
Sorry, swearing.
Friezo, you've been poring.
Never mind.
Okay. And Friezo, you've been poring over the book by the fire. Greg, over the documents that Baradin has provided you, and you've had a chance to go through them. So Friezo, the diary is the diary of a wizard, a member of the Arcane Brotherhood called Ruddigore, and it tells of his experiments that he has come to study the rhyme here in Icewind Dale, and that he's a weather mage, and he's interested in weather, and he's come to do experiments.
It's easy, Dave. He's a weather mage who's interested in weather.
He is. It's the problem is that
so for him, it's not just a job; it's a passion.
No, but this is an issue for Ruddiger, because what he did is he's taken his side hustle, he's taken his hobby, and he's made it his job.
Oh yeah.
And so he's having.
See, that's the problem.
Yeah. Now his hobby is his job. He's not enjoying it as much, and the book gets sort of darker and more maudlin as it goes on. He also obviously is not dealing well with the isolation and the irregular supply drops that are coming. The book is sort of smudged with brandy, and the writing gets looser and more, but also more manic as it goes. And eventually, the last page before it's emptied, it says, "Experiment success. No booze left. Too long till the next supply. I'm off to Goodmead. I should make it before the storm, and when I can finally finish this experiment and leave this desolate place once and for all." And then he's sort of scribbled manically, and then he draws what looks like a branch, and that's the last entry.
All right. So Friezo is explaining all this to Filge, and he says to her, "Yeah, it looks like he was sort of stuck here alone. He went mad when the isolation sort of drove him to draw a very bad picture of a branch,
Ooh.
Oh yeah, that's classic crazy guy stuff.
Yeah, I don't want to disturb you too much, Filch, but this is pretty serious stuff here. Also,
You think we should look at the branch, or
we can look at the branch. Is it a branch that Filch recognizes, Dave?
You can make it. Jobson, you've got the badge for botany. Why don't you make for me quickly a survival check?
Me?
Yeah,
All right.
How many badges does Jobson have? Just so I can kind of visualize.
about 21.
Yeah. About 21. All right, so.
Well,
And one of them is
coincidentally,
Fizz
that's what I rolled, David. It's 21.
Yeah, it's Icevine, which is a local flower to Icewind Dale.
That's Icevine. It's a local flower to Icewind Dale.
And now quickly also make for me one more
There
intelligence.
will be a quiz afterwards. Just joking, but that actually might be a fun thing for us to do to pass the time. So, actually, there will be a quiz later.
Friezo, make for me just quickly an intelligence check.
16.
16. You also recognize, because one mage to another mage, that there is basically a message on the back page as well that's hidden. It has a invisibility charm on it. It's just a minor spell for hiding information.
I wee on it then to reveal the invisible ink, as is canon in this world.
Is that how it works? Okay, so
Canon.
you're going to go to the outhouse, or you're going to do it in front of everyone?
No, I'll say, excuse me, everyone, could you just turn around for a second? I need to reveal some invisible ink. You know the drill. I'm very sorry. It's upsetting for us all, but I've got a wee on the book.
Nobody in this
doesn't turn around.
Okay. While everyone else turns around and Baradun is just staring for prolonged eye contact with Friezo.
Is this easy for
Wheels
you?
on the-
Is this easy for you?
Yes.
Oh,
I
great.
have to do a
Continue that.
Constitution saving throw to see if I can wee. If I fail it, maybe I wet myself. I don't know how. I don't know how the math of this works, Dave.
Yeah, give it. Go for it.
If you fail, you got to go into another room, I think.
I rolled a 11.
You can't go with Baradun looking at you. So after a while, you head off into the storeroom. Greg, meanwhile, you're poring over the parchments that have been taken from the workshop, and you realize that they are designs for a new kind of magical trap of some kind. And make for me an intelligence check.
Sure. 18 plus
18.
Yeah, 20, I think.
Okay, so it's for something called Radagor's improved mark of command. It's a magical spell that he's been working on, and it is that can be cast in an area that makes when people enter the area, it randomly imprints commands in their heads. It's a spell that he's been working on.
Right. So it's a trap, and you lay it down, and people that walk into the area or monsters that walk into the area, it puts inception, and it incepts them.
It incepts them with commands in their heads, yeah. And
Alright.
so it's an experimental spell. You also this is all of his notes. So you probably could make a version of it yourself with enough time, and if you could get the components for it as well. Friezo, you're finished pissing on the document at that point. And then you see that there's a secret message on the back of his journal, which is leaving for good mead, standard protocols. The mark is in place. If anyone enters the cavern, they're going to wish that they hadn't.
Oh shit. Okay, so Friezo runs back into the room, and he's like, "Everyone, group huddle, team meeting, guys."
should we whisper
okay.
still?
This is
Do we need to whisper? I think we should whisper.
okay.
Are we whispering? Cool.
Okay.
Whispering. This is now an ASMR stream.
Yeah, we're gonna do some ASMR, guys. We're gonna do a bit of ASMR.
What's going on?
Guys, this is a mug I got.
Having a secret little ASMR meet.
Bodger, you really still stink. Bodger still stinks really badly.
Oh yeah, we're very close to you now, buddy. Did you get a chance to do some?
I thought you
some
showered.
wiping there at all?
Maybe Bodger goes back from us a little bit.
Maybe
The five of us.
Sorry, let me get. Yeah, I'll give you guys all a little huddle. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, make a deal.
Friezo's
we
going to
can relay
explain to
this
everyone.
information with Bodger later on after our group whistle.
Friezo's going to explain to everyone.
What do we call this huddle? We We usually have a dragon.
Oh, usually, yeah, right.
So, but this is different.
A dragon league huddle, a dirty dragon huddle.
Dirty dragon.
Dirty dragon huddle sounds
Dirty
very
dragon.
fitting.
Dirty dragon.
Dirty dragon. Nice.
Guys. It doesn't help. You're not saying anything. You're not saying words.
Yeah, we.
It's being.
Frieza, me feel like you came into this with a very urgent energy to tell us something.
I'm trying to, guys. I'm just. If we could all just stop doing ASMR for a second.
Oh, right.
I
got confused.
Yep. Just so you know, I think this entire cabin is booby trapped.
Oh shit.
Do you mean, is there a 10-year-old boy here who's trying to
We've all been through.
missed his family holiday and is now very scared of us?
My understanding is Macaulay Culkin has rigged up several paint cans to ropes, and they're going to hit us any moment.
So
I don't know.
go up the
Be that guy.
stairs.
We've kind of been everywhere in this place, and no booby traps have gone off. So
That's a very good point.
He's done a very bad job of if it is.
All right, I'm going to do
hit by a paint can.
Dave, I'm going to roll an Arcana check.
Yep.
1 second. 16.
Why should we
16.
stop that now?
Oh, right. Sorry.
You have a
So
little.
can I detect any magical traps?
Yeah. So with an Arcana check, you can't. Yeah, you can look for the residue of a trap even if you don't understand it. And looking near.
So
Sorry. Yes, man.
these traps aren't like Macaulay Culkin traps, though. These are mind traps, right?
Yes.
Yeah, they're magic
and
traps, I
as
think.
you get closer to the table, you actually Friezo duck down and you touch the surface of the table and you pull your hand up and you smell it, and it smells like.
Roger, have you been sitting on this table?
But it's a common reagent for marks and traps that you're familiar with. So yeah, you
Oh
think
yeah, this has been trapped. This whole thing's trapped, guys. We're all going to go
something.
now.
Guys, I read something about a very specific trap just moments ago before our 5-minute Whisper Fest.
Hey, good on you, Greg.
Yeah, I've got
Keep it up.
helpful information. Thanks, thank you, man.
Yeah.
So there's a trap that could put commands in our heads that we have to be wary of. So if someone starts acting suspiciously, they are probably under the influence of a trap. They're not doing it of their own accord, and that's all the information I have for you.
And,
We're all acting pretty normal right now. So
and as soon as you say that,
future reference.
as soon as you're saying, but we're all acting pretty normal right now, there is a crash and the fire goes out, plunging now the cabin into darkness, now that it's the night and the storm is on. And everyone is momentarily blinded as wind whistles through the cabin. And as you race over, you see that the figure of Archibald Shaw has disappeared, and his chains are lying neatly by the fire, and that there is a padlock next to them opened with a key. You race around and you light you light some lanterns, and the light starts to
Yeah,
go
and
back into the room.
I'll conjure some light
Yep.
too. Little Orby boy.
Are the doors
say I
open
appreciate it.
or like is there any sign of escape?
No, the doors are still closed as they were. You didn't
falling
hear.
down?
Also, crucially, the doors are heavy and loud, and you didn't hear them open.
Right.
But he's escaped, and his chains were unlocked with the key.
All right,
Sorry-
that's not funny. Come back.
Sorry about your loss.
Can we go home?
Can we go home?
No,
Sorry
you're
about
trapped
your
here.
loss.
You're on another plane. This is
Ah,
terrible.
yeah, right.
Aaron,
Right,
can
no,
you- Portal. What's the portal sitch looking like?
I can portal. Look.
So,
oh
hang on,
no!
just
my
to clarify-
portaling, something's stopping my portaling. What?
Oh damn it. Okay.
Otherwise,
This
I
man
would use portal.
that we had to transport is gone. He's gone.
Yeah, he's
Oh, no.
somewhere in the house, presumably. But more importantly, he's been let out as well. Somebody
about
somebody
your
has
loss.
slipped him the key to the padlock.
I'm going to shirt front Bodger.
You grab Bodger and you slam him against the wall.
Yeah. Me don't like your tone. You all like, oh, sorry, bitch, yes. Like, what? Me feel like you should be more worried about this. You know what this means for all of us. You did this, and I push him against the wall.
Oh, No, look, there's been some sort of miscommunication here. What? Sorry, this may have come across like I don't care, and that's not what I meant at all.
Sounded
what I
a lot
meant
like
to,
that. You got
I
we've
know,
got Tony shoes.
like, I'm sorry, there has been a miscommunication here. What I meant to say was that I'm sorry for your loss, because I don't care about any of like this man here. I want to be taken back to my own world. This man kidnapped me, and he forced me to carry things. I'm cold. What am I doing here?
I don't think that it makes anything better at all. I think that might make things worse.
Yeah, it's quite what you've said there. Just sort of makes us think of you as like you're too good for this. Is that what you're saying?
I think I need to clarify him. What he's trying to say is we're very sorry about your loss, but can we go home? Is that what I'm trying to get there, Ron? Roger?
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Nice, good. Sorry, but they're obviously not quite understanding what you're trying to get across. It's sorry about your loss. Can we go home?
Yeah. If I had to put it into a song, it'd go like this. Sorry about your loss. Can we go? Oh, this is not going to work. It's synchronous.
Foiled by technology.
Foiled by technology. Hey, look, Filge. You're accusing me of things that can I roll a confusion? I'm gonna roll a confusion check.
You okay?
Wait, does that make me confused?
Yeah, I'm gonna roll a check.
Yeah, make a persuasion check.
Yep. Here we go. Rolling a persuasion check. 10.
Okay, 10. So Filge is angry at you and has you slammed against the walls. What are the rest of you doing? And she's not momentarily letting you go. You have not persuaded her to let you go. What are the rest of you?
Goodness, you're strong.
So you're all still in the main room. Moments ago, Archie, it seems like he has managed to escape.
I want to see if there's anyone hiding anywhere. I guess he would be hiding magically, wouldn't he? He wouldn't just be normally hiding.
Yes. So do you want
to Arcana check? I guess
you can just make an investigation check if you want.
I get it's +2 either way. Nice 1.
All right, no. So you start looking around.
3.
You start looking around a little bit panicked, but you haven't been able to. You can't see any sign of where he's gone or how he's managed to turn himself invisible, although you're right, it was probably a spell. And what about, let's just quickly go around, because I want to know exactly what's happening in the moments after the light's restored. So, Friezo, what are you up to?
Friezo's going to say to Bodger, he's sort of pacing around, and he goes, well, if you didn't do anything, then you won't mind answering a few of our questions then, Bodger.
No, why certainly.
And he sort of sits... gets Filge to sit him down in a chair in the center of the room.
Yep.
And he shines
there is a chair
candle.
Actually with a lamp, with an articulated lamp that you can sort of.
Yeah.
Right.
Kind of like. Bodger still has no pants. So I'm just.
I've still got no pants on. In fact, the t-shirt's gone now. I'm just.
You took the t-shirt off to
naked.
sleep. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're just interrogating a naked man, then, are we?
Aye.
Yeah, covered in dried blood, stinking out the room.
So when Filch held Bodger against the wall, you were holding him up by his chest hair, then?
Yeah.
Just show front. Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. I tucked my fingers under his collarbones.
Filch is brutal.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
All right, so so what do you ask him? You've got him in the chair, Friezo.
What questions have you got for me?
You had the keys last, didn't you? Because he was chained to you.
Filch took the keys.
Well, no, I don't know.
If you want to,
I went to bed. I unchained him and went to bed. I unchained him for myself and chained him to the table, and then I went to bed.
You're correct, Hing, that Friezo Friezo is correct that Filge was the one that chained him to the wall. And Filge, you should have the key on a loop on your belt.
Should I have a look?
Yeah, you do, and it's gone. Somebody's pickpocketed the key off.
Look. Someone taken the key from me. So, that doesn't look good. And we should search everyone for the key. Or is the key with the...
The key was
with the shackles.
Oh.
But it looks like sometime in the last couple of hours. As far as you're telling, and again, I'm playing this a little bit close to my chest because we're all on the same call and we can't do little quiet calls. But as far as you know, as far as anyone is aware, Filge, you've had it stolen from you. And as far as anyone was aware, you were the one that had the key.
So Filge was the one that...
Let this happen, Filge.
Filge.
If that is your
Get
real
in the chair.
name.
That is your real name.
Filge.
Do you want what? Should I
Sounds
sit
like a
in the
made-up
chair?
name to me. I just swap chairs,
Yeah,
man.
come on, have a go in the
Man,
chair.
that I don't know.
In fact,
I'll
Greg,
wipe it down
Greg,
first. Come on, gym rules.
Greg,
So
Yeah, right.
I was just in my own little bloody world.
Right. You went away for a while there. I was like, where did he go?
So
I just thought,
in the time that you have left, Jobson, Baradoon is searching the house very incompetently. Friezo and Filge have set up a little chair with an interrogation lamp over it. They've interrogated, first of all, the Bodger, but then Bodger's pointed out that the keys that were needed to release the mage were last held by Filge.
By the very one lifting me up and interrogating me. By the very one.
Well, why would
Greg, Greg, you're saying the spell that is on this this hut makes people do things that they wouldn't otherwise usually do.
Puts commands in their heads.
Not that I want to say that Filge is innocent yet, but maybe a command went into Filge's head that made her unlock.
Filge, did you have a command put in your head?
Me would know if that had happened. If anything,
Did black
Friezo.
out for a second? Did anyone black out for? I mean, Jobson was gone for a while. Jobson.
That is very suspicious.
That is
unrelated.
Greg pats the interrogation chair for Jobson.
I've got nothing to hide. I'll fit in the chair. I'll have a lovely little time in the chair. Watch me sit.
All right.
Oh, now I'm jealous. I want to sit in the seat now. Is it comfortable?
Oh, this is very comfortable.
Yeah, mate, I want to sit in the seat.
For an innocent person.
Alex, did you have something you wanted to say about Friezo?
All me gonna say is that Friezo was the only. I came and I took the book down and I gave it to Friezo, and he's honestly looking at the lot of you, the only one sneaky enough to pickpocket the keys off me. He's got those skinny, creepy little fingers. He's very sneaky. I've known him for a long time. He's very sneaky, and he could have just ferreted them out of my key ring and done.
Why would I
this to
do that?
All of us.
Why would I do that, Filge? Why would I do that? Why would I release this
bloody
prisoner?
problem in your head?
Whereas,
Yeah, you got the brain worms.
we know that Jobson recently has come in here with a beautiful charcuterie plate with several types of cheese, both brie and camembert, etc.
Both times.
Where do you think he got that
The
from?
same thing. The basically the same thing.
Maybe he traded. Maybe Jobson traded the prisoner's freedom for the charcuterie board.
Are you suggesting that I would... Hang on one moment. I've just got to get across this. Are you suggesting that I would trade something that I swore as a woodland chorus leader to uphold for some meat and cheese that I could get from,
suspicious amount of cheese that you found.
Now that you think
just
about
love
it,
cheese.
Now that you think about it,
You were
as
able
I
to
said,
tell
this
the difference between brie and camembert, which is not everyone can do that.
Yeah, and also now that you think about it, there was mostly just like some stale bread and very pedestrian supplies, and Jobson Lugnut somehow assembled a quite impressive charcuterie board.
Do you know what? Here's what I'm saying. If I was going to sell out my fellow companions for a charcuterie board, I'd make sure there was pickled artichoke and some olives, and not just the meat and cheese. There weren't even crackers. Come on, guys, there weren't even crackers. What kind of a bribe would that be if there weren't even crackers?
He does have a point.
Let us smell your mouth for pickled artichoke.
Yeah. We're
He
smelling
pickled artichoke. Yeah.
Everybody,
His mouth smelled.
as everybody is accusing Jobson and huddled around Jobson, I need you all quickly to make perception checks for me.
Right.
5.
Not
20.
4.
I got 20.
9.
20? All right, Friezo, You suddenly, while everybody is gathered around Jobson, you suddenly hear a muffled giggle coming from the top of the attic stairs.
I'll cut that out.
Who's giggling?
Uh-oh. Who's giggling?
That giggle sounds familiar.
You turn around, Friezo, and you can see that the door to the attic is ajar slightly, but there's just darkness beyond it.
If I know anything about being in cabins, we need to go up there and investigate what's going on.
What do you reckon? One at a time or all together?
I think one person.
Ideally, one at a time. If it's not first.
Have we explored the option of none of us going up there and letting him come back down eventually when he runs out of food? Because we've got some cheese, we've got some, I'm sure he'll get hungry.
Begs, that grenade goes up. Goes up.
Shit!
Okay, Greg, quickly while you're doing that, make for me Baradoon a perception check as well. And Friezo, one more for both of you. Friezo, you have advantage.
18.
18 for Baradoon and Friezo?
I rolled 13.
13. Okay, so Baradoon, you're standing, as everyone's watching it, you suddenly feel a light tug at your belt where you keep your arcane focus that allows you to cast spells.
Yeah.
And you look down and you see a spectral mage hand is pulling the arcane focus out of your belt, and you swat it away and grab hold of it. Friezo, you're not so lucky, and there's a whoosh as your arcane focus flies up into the attic.
Okay.
As a warlock, do I have an arcane focus? What is my arcane focus?
Yours is your spellbook that you got from the Temple of Mistra.
Right.
I'm going to. So there's obviously something up there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a little minor illusion and create the illusion of a goblin grenade. I'm just going to go throw the goblin grenade.
Sorry, what is it? What is a goblin grenade?
Like a grenade made by a goblin.
Oh, okay. Not a grenade made of goblins. All right, so you grab a little grenade. You make a little grenade thing.
It's not a real grenade. It just looks like a grenade.
I understand it's an illusion, yeah. And the figure inside, I just rolled a 16, laughs. You hear the voice of Archibald Shaw. And for a second, his invisibility shimmers, and you can see his form, and then he goes invisible, and he goes, "It will take more than such simple hedge wizard parlor tricks to fool me. You will all die in this cabin, you understand?"
Well, what if I stab you in the gooch? What about then? Would that bloody work? What do you think about that?
What is your deal anyway? Why are you dressed like a scout? I've been meaning to ask you for the last 3 days.
Because I'm a bloody, you know what? And he stands up and he's like, I am a ranger with the woodland chorus, and I am going to end you. And he charges at him.
All right, great. Make an attack as you race towards the stairs up against Roderick.
I'm going to make an attack.
Yep.
That is a...
Is that what you're doing?
Yep.
Wait, I'm going to make an attack, question mark?
That's a 5.
A 5 does not hit. Friezo, you're up next.
Friezo is going to... I can't cast spells, can I? I'm just going to charge up to...
You're just going to get past him. It's somewhere... It flew up into the attic behind him.
All right, I'm going to charge into the attic then. Into the attic, right, so
up
the stairs.
You race past him, and as you race past him, he swats at you with his hand, but misses, and you get into the attic and make a quick investigation check.
Do I have advantage on this one? No. Just regular?
Yep.
17.
17. You quickly find the book at the far end of the room, even in the low light, and you grab it and spin around, ready to take him on. The next one is Baradun.
How close is Friezo to him?
Friezo's ducked out of sight and is in the attic upstairs. So he's still by himself. You'd only know where he was standing because, of course, he's invisible, but you've got a sort of a sensation of where he is.
Okay, I remember roughly where he was when he shimmered.
That's correct.
So I've got 10 feet of guessing room, so I'm going to do shatter on him.
Right. Yep.
Where's my D8? There's my D8.
Now, this is the same guy that we're trying to keep alive, right?
Yeah, and he's looking injured. Somebody has freed him, and he's also got in his hand an arcane focus that looks like you can see as a preserved rabbit foot.
Okay. Radio.
Which of the symbol of which was embossed on Radagor's diary, was the cover of Radagor's diary.
I see. I'm still gonna do shadow. I don't care.
Yep. Yep. What's his? So his dexterity, 14. He misses it. Full damage.
Yeah, so we got 4 and 4 and 5. So that's a big 5.
13 points of damage.
13, yeah.
All right, great. He roars in pain and smashes back against the door. The door shatters as well, and the crate by the stairs, as all the wood around there splinters, destroying the stairs as he falls down to the ground. Frieza, you're still up above in the trapdoor, but the shatter spell has made wreckage of the steps leading up to it. The next one up is Bodger.
Right. Okay. Well, I guess I'll smash him with. Whoa. Maybe. Well, I don't want to kill him. I mean, don't want to kill him, do we?
You can knock him out, and
I think at this stage, I know we said we'd do a job, but I think at this stage I would feel not that bad about killing him. You know what I'm saying, guys?
Frenzied
I know exactly what you're
rage.
saying.
Here we go. Frenzied rage. Advantage on. Here we go. So the first one is a 16.
Mm-hmm.
And I roll again.
Yep, that hits.
And then 16. Okay, so.
Okay. Yep, they both hit.
And then attack, which is this first one I've actually hit a target.
Congratulations.
Great X +5 1d12 +3. Is it so? But I had 3. Or do I add 5? Hang on.
You had 5. What you call it?
Okay, so I'm gonna roll a 12. Here we go.
Mm-hmm.
And I got a 2 plus the 5.
Okay. Yep. So you actually those two 16s. I'm just going to re-roll. I'm going to check if you can see through the blindness. You're lucky you do. So both of those hit.
Okay.
But you're going to need. Everyone has just immediately seen where he was, but he's moved because of the shatter spell. And the next one up is the figure of Archie himself, and he spins around at you, Bodger, and he casts Tasha's hideous laughter. Make a wisdom save.
Who's doing them? It was.
Yeah,
That's you, Bodger.
Wisdom save. Wisdom save. That's the D20.
Yep.
12.
12. All right. You fail the save, and you fall prone, incapacitated by fits of giggles, and you're going to miss your next turn as the spell takes hold, and he ducks away into another part of the room. Greg, you're up. Make a perception check.
All right, here we go. 16.
You scanning the room quickly, you see for a moment, 16's enough by itself.
I guess so.
Highlighted against the light from the curtains, you see a figure of the mage. You've spotted him even through the invisibility.
All right.
It's your action.
I'm going to try and use. I've got a rope of climbing that apparently you can use not just to climb, to wrap up and capture. So I'm going to try and use that on him.
So you're going to try and tackle him with the rope?
Yeah, I'll throw it from afar. I'm lassoing it because it's kind of a magic thing. So I'm like, I'm going to twirl it around my hand and throw it at him and hope the rope does the rest.
Yeah.
Does that work?
Okay, great. Totally.
Are you using belief in yourself?
I've used. Well, it's patched on, so it's permanent now. It's a permanent.
Oh, nice.
It's a permanent part of my character.
Believe in yourself.
You can do it, Greg.
Can I just say that if Greg turns out to be the person who's affected by this, I don't think Jobson is ever going to recover.
All right, so it's a dexterity save for him to avoid the magical rope, and he fails, and you tangle him. He's not completely tied, but you tie him on sort of a 10-foot radius to the window bars, and he's restrained in that part of the room. And because there is a lead coming off him now, everyone can ignore the invisibility because they now have a sense of how to target him. Because he's so tangled in non-invisible.
Guys, I got him. So now it's literally okay. You guys do stuff now.
So Greg's having a great turn, and Filge, it's your turn. And as you are about to charge at him, suddenly inside your head, a strange paranoia starts to take hold as commands that were buried deep inside you since you stepped into this cabin begin to activate, telling you to protect Roderick and to destroy the others.
But we don't know that, right?
No.
I don't say
But you may soon, because Filge, what do you want to do?
I'm going to go into a rage, and I'm going. Who's closest to me?
Right now, the closest one to you is Jobson and actually, and I suppose Greg as well. So Jobson and Greg haven't just done the rope.
I'm going to attack. Can I attack both of them?
Don't be a dick.
You could run in and attack one of them each. Yep.
Great. So I'm gonna run at both of them with my maul.
Yeah, Phil. How about just try not being a dick? How about just
Can you just not be a dick and like not do this?
That'd be great.
I got a 1 and a 6 and an 8.
A 6 and an 8. Okay, Filge. So the 8 hit. Neither of them hit. Filge. In fact, you drop your maul. You rush towards them, and you drop your hammer. But everybody sees you do it at that moment.
Jay.
Hey guys, I think I know who the baddie is.
It's Greg.
I think we might be right.
All right, but Filge roars and attacks, and Jobson is up next.
All right, Jobson can see the rope whacked around him, right?
And everybody saw Filge attack.
Yeah, great. So he's gonna get his short bow, and he's gonna roll a 19.
That hits 9.
And he's going to do this much damage. He's going to do 5 damage. It's his favorite amount of damage to do, it seems.
All right, Archie howls in pain, and I think I called him Roderick, which is his brother last time, but it's Archie, as he smashes against the window, and you can see the shaft of an arrow just spinning around, otherwise an invisible form bouncing around the side of the room.
Hey, that looks pretty bloody cool, doesn't it? Look at that. Look at that special effect.
Frieza, you are now at that point. You're up above them, about 8 feet up in the trapdoor, but you have your spell book again. You can see the room.
Do you get advantage from casting spells from on high, like a high ground advantage?
You can have. I'll give you advantage for aiming spell attacks. Totally.
All right. I'm gonna witch bolt him. I rolled a 16 and a 20. So I guess this is gonna freaking crit is what this.
We said we did say that in this game that you could crit on magic. So yeah, you can crit.
5 plus 2 is 7, so 14 damage.
14 damage. Okay, he howls in pain again, racked, surrounded, tied by rope, an arrow sticking out of him, and a nimbus of power over him. And the next one up is, suddenly you hear banging on the doors as well outside, and the next one up is Baradun.
We can't see him now, can we? But we have a rough idea.
See the rope, yeah. And there's sort of lightning going from me towards him as well.
Yes.
Would magic missile hit or auto hit in this situation?
Yeah, it would. In this situation, it would. Yeah.
Paradin, you should use a high level spell, bro. Like just try it a high one, maybe.
You are like level 20.
You know what, Greg? I definitely should use a high level spell. I'm going to use.
It'd be really hard.
I'm going to use the spell that it looks like magic missiles, but I'm going to cast Wish to do magic missiles.
You wish to do.
So I'm casting. Here we go. I'm casting Wish, the highest level spell that you could possibly get.
Technically, a possible application.
It's going to look like magic missiles, but it's not. It's Wish. Right. Trust me.
You proved me wrong. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I doubted you.
Here we go.
All right.
And we get a 3 and a 1 and a 4.
He doesn't do that much damage that Frieza did. This is pretty lackluster and unimpressive. As he turns around, seeing you, and he casts on Bodger. Unfortunately, you've lost your turn to this. He turns around onto, let's say, Baradun, and casts Charm Person on you. Make a Wisdom save.
Oh! Wisdom save. I've got 18 plus 1, 19.
All right, you managed to fight it off, and the next one up is Filge. Greg.
I think I'm just desperately clinging on to the rope, right? Like, can I just tighten the...
Yes, make a dex...
restrictions?
Yeah, okay, so make a dexterity check for me. Will do opposed. He rolled a 3.
12.
12, okay. You tie him... The ropes get tighter and tighter, and now he's got only a 5-foot radius of movement, and the next one up is Filge.
Do I get any extra baddie powers? Like, I've got mind control, so do I have any, like, cool spells or, like...
Oh, yeah. Why don't you make a secret investigation check from when you searched the attic with your mind. You can have advantage because there were commands inside. So make it a secret investigation check for me. This was earlier in the day.
Oh, very pals.
All right. I got a 15.
Good.
Okay, you also, part of the commands told you to seek out Rudiger's wand, which is a wand of wonder, and you have had it on you this whole time. So with your mace gone, you pull out the wand of wonder.
Oh.
And you know how to operate it because of the commands of the improved Mark. So it's a point and click magic item. It's a real fun one. You want to cast out and you roll a D100.
Oh hell yeah! I want to go around and cast something at everyone in the room. Can I do that?
Right, you're really making a go at this, Filge.
You're being willingly very evil, Alex Lee.
Roll a D100,
Are you
Alex.
talking to me or the dog? I don't know.
The dog.
What is the dog doing right now, by the way? Is the dog here right now? Or is...
Did you remember to take the dog indoors?
Yes, definitely. Jobson definitely remembered to take the dog indoors.
Yeah.
Thanks.
All right, the dog.
Okay.
I don't see him.
Jobson, you can control the dog on your turn. So on a D100, what did you get, Alex?
I'm sorry, I need to Google the. Can you roll one for me, Dave?
I'll roll it for you, 100%.
Yeah.
On a D100.
A D100.
I don't know how to do that.
You rolled a 4 out of 100, which means that you cast a mass slow effect on everyone. So everyone's going to take -2 to their armor class. Dexterity save, no one gets reactions. Everyone can move half speed.
And I'm gonna start singing like with this crazed look in my eye. And I'm gonna go, one of us is naked. One of us is only a level 3 sorcerer.
Whoa! Shots fired.
All right.
One of us is should only be. One of us should, at best, be in the background of their play. And one of us has a bad chongus. And
Demoralized. Oh, it's so demoralized.
Filge is just
one of
naked.
us is a loser and shouldn't believe in themselves. And I cast a spell.
Just from
at
loser,
Greg.
I knew who you were talking about. You didn't need to elaborate any more than that.
And because she's charmed, does Filge also turn the wand on herself and say something mean about herself as well?
No,
That's
she
the
doesn't.
self-sabotage.
One of us is hurting her friend's feelings.
Jobson, Lugnut, you're standing in you're standing in the middle of this. You are slowed, but you are still within. You're one of the few people that even in slow are in range of both Filge and the wizard.
Okay. Jobson's gonna go, one of us is a hero. And he's gonna try and attack. He's unarmed. I will say that for him. He's gonna try attack Filge unarmed because that was so
R.I.P. dog.
Are you going to try and swat the wand out of her hand?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm gonna try and do.
All right, make an attack.
That's a 19, David.
That hits. All right, dexterity save. Dexterity save, DC 16. Filge?
Okay. Well,
No, this is for
I'll just
Filge.
roll that then. All right.
Oh, sorry, the automatic clicky thing isn't working.
That's all right. Do you want me to roll it for you?
Yes, please.
You rolled a 6. You drop it, and the wand scatters to the ground near the table. And the next one up is Baradoon. No, it's Friezo.
Friezo? Friezo will continue rolling damage at the sorcerer, at the wizard.
So
He
you
rolled,
keep casting Witch Bolt.
yeah, another 5 damage.
Okay, he's screaming. There's a real tenor to the screams now. Even through his manic laughter as well, it seems like his voice is starting to crack. And the next one up is Baradoon.
I dive for the wand next to the table and cast it on Archibald.
Okay, great. Roll your D100 for me, or do you want me to roll it?
I can roll it up there. I do a 25.
A 25. All right. You cast Detect Thoughts on the target of your choice. So you get a sense of him. You realize that he has instantly recognized, because of his own arcane specialties, the way this spell works, that he's captured Rudiger's, he has Rudiger's arcane focus, which is allowing him to control Filge, and it's the rabbit's paw that he's using to send new commands into Filge's head, the one that's in his hand.
Okay, now, rightio, I'm going to continue my turn, and I'm going to use Quicken Spell with the last of my sorcery points, which means I can do... Continue.
I was going to say, unfortunately, you can't, because Filge has slowed you. So So normally you would be able to do that, but you're traveling in slow motion because you've got this slow spell on you. So you will get to do that next turn if we get to that. But for the now, the next one up is Bodger. You finally get up. Your giggle's dissipating.
Oh, God, this reminded me of the Net Saga. We won't get into
that we all know about.
All right.
Is the Net Saga the 1995 film The Net?
It was.
Starring Sandra
Bullock. Great performance, underrated performance.
No, I have no idea what you're talking about. Now, we've had a curse, all of us. Are we all slowed?
Yes, you are. So you would not get into range with your axe, but you still have your light crossbow.
Now, I know about the rabbit paw. Is that information that I have?
Barradun has not so far been sharing. Are you going to turn a new leaf, or are you keeping this to yourself, Barradun?
His paw, the rabbit's paw is his arcane foci. Do something to it.
Okay, right. Javelin.
All right, you grab your javelin, you throw it, make an attack.
Okay, aiming it right at the paw right there, and now rolling dice. Hang on, back to the thing, and roll. One.
The last ranged weapon falls, and unfortunately now everyone else is at the other side of the room. Everyone that is, except for a small garlic farmer called Greg, who is the only one still in range of Archibald, the Sidewind killer of Waterdeep. So, Greg, what do you do?
I was gonna say, am I still? Do I get advantage because I'm still raged?
Yeah, you do get advantage.
All right, here we go. I'm rolling again. 6
doesn't do it. So Greg, you're up. You're there. He's tied down. You're in range. What do you want? What do you want to do?
So
you're muted.
Are we?
Oh no, they are.
Am I gonna? Are we trying to kill him? Have we agreed we're just gonna try and kill this guy?
We're just gonna kill him.
But you know that. But also, Greg, you know about the rabbit's paw as well.
Oh yeah, right. Okay, I'm gonna desperately. I'm gonna try and grab that rabbit's paw and.
Okay.
Ooh.
Opposed strength checks.
Oh, he's tied up, so he should have
He is tied up, so he has disadvantage. You're 100% right. I'm sorry. I'm rolling with disadvantage. He does much worse. He gets a 7.
I got a 2. Sorry, everybody. I hate myself.
Greg, you got to stop believing. Got to stop believing in yourself.
Rolls.
Phil, you're up.
Patch off. I'm like, I've lost my right.
I was an idiot to ever believe.
He rips his patch off, and I say, and Jobson says, "Hey, Greg.
Yeah.
If you're not going to use it, give it back."
Filge, quickly, what do you want to do?
I'm going to attack Greg with my maul.
Yep, go for it.
That's what you're a patty.
Yeah, I'm a patty. So it's about that. I got 19 and
hits.
I do 7 damage.
All right, so you take 7 damage, Greg. Jobson, Lugnut.
I'm going to fire again, my bow.
Yep. What are you aiming at?
I'm aiming at I will aim at Filge.
Yep.
That's a 21.
A 21. All right, Filge, that hits.
And the damage done is that's a 9, baby.
A 9.
Oh no, a 9.
Do you want to do anything with Alex Lee or Beagle? Haven't been using it in the combat.
Maybe just check in. Maybe just check in with Alex.
Yeah, I'll check in. Okay. I cast Animal Speak. I'm like, gosh, this seems a bit hairy, mate, doesn't it? I mean, look at all this happening.
And the dog's like,
Filge went bloody cuckoo.
Did you say it's a beagle?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. So you know they're hey, you know I'm a friggin' hunting dog, don't you? I can smell rabbit.
Ooh.
Hints, hintity, hints.
Hint. Hey, that's a cool idea. Anyway, no. Hey, can you do me a favor? Could you get that rabbit's paw for us?
Oh, already on it. And she leaps out.
Yep, make a dexterity.
I don't have a character sheet for Alex Lee.
No,
so
just roll a d20 for me with advantage because he's tied down.
Great. I got 17 and a 16.
All right, and Alex Lee the Beagle runs forward to the quite injured, being driven to his knees by the witch bolts of Friezo, the one-time great mage Archibald Shore. And as his invisibility field crackles and falls, the moment the arcane focus is ripped from his hands, while the beagle jumps up onto the kitchen bench, waggling its little tail. At that moment, the light fades from your eyes, Filge, as you come back to your senses, while Roderick slowly puts his hands on his head, realizing that he's surrounded, as the doors slam open, revealing Imdra Arlagath, captain of the militia of East Haven, with 8 more guards having arrived at the end of the storm. It seems, for now, at least, that you have fulfilled your duties. The Sidewind Street Killer will find his way to Revel's End, and you managed to do it without killing yourselves. Greg, you will never believe in yourself again, but such adventurers that fail at the most simple duties that they have provided. I hope you feel bad about it. I hope this haunts you till the end of your days. Everybody else, great job. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.
Greg was outclassed by a dog.
I know, that's embarrassing.
I was doing so
You
well.
don't deserve that badge at all.
You better give that dog that patch.
I threw it metaphorically
In front of Greg.
into the fire pit. It's gone.
Thank you so much for playing. It was great to play with you guys at Viva La Dirt League. It's the first time we've ever done this. Hopefully,
with you guys as well. Thank you.
Hopefully one day we get to visit New Zealand again, one day with borders permitting.
Maybe, hopefully.
That'll be exciting.
And vice versa, we're looking forward to going back to Australia sometime.
Yeah.
It's just how you left it. It's exactly the same. Rime of the Frost Maiden's out in stores now. There's more D&D happening across this channel for the rest of Celebration D&D. There are games to be played. There's a website. You should check it out. All very, very cool stuff. I wonder if Stuart in my ear is going to tell me if we're about to throw or if we've got time.
I think we are wrapped.
All right. Thank you very much. This has been Dragon Friends. This has been Viva La Dirt League. Play D&D. Stay safe. Have a great time. Thank you.
See you, mate.